And we are live. What's good, Charles? Your man, Dale. Simp. Welcome. I really want to know podcast, man. How y'all doing out there? I know I've been MIA, bro. I've been missing. But man, I want to talk about this Akaash Singh thing. Um, it ain't gonna go away. It ain't gonna go away. It is what it is. And I've kind of been laying off of it, the entire social media landscape, YouTube, Instagram, X, everybody. That's what they've been talking about, bro. And it is what it is. You put yourself out there, man. You know, if you don't really understand your situation, it could be a problem. Akash has found that out. He has found that out. And he is dealing with the situation. So Flagrant has had the episode talking about the situation, bro. We gonna watch the whole thing. We ain't gonna get through it all tonight. We gonna watch. If it takes 3 or 4 episodes, I don't care. We're gonna go through every second. Let's and we are live. What's good, y'all? Welcome to the I Really Want to Know podcast, y'all. Get some indeed. What's good? I see you, man, Drill. You know what I mean? In here checking this out, man. How you feeling, bro? How you feeling? Shout out to you. And, yeah, man, we're gonna break down this video. I got a lot of stuff going on in the background on this computer and going on just in general. So if there's a lag, I apologize. I don't even have my phone up here to check the live feed. Forgive me. But we're gonna walk our way through this, bro. We ain't even gonna wait. We're just gonna get right into it, man. Um, this is the Flagrant YouTube channel podcast. The title of this episode, The Akaash Singh Situation Just Got Worse. Okay. I haven't watched any of this, but I want to watch this thing, guys, through it's about an hour and 8 minutes, which is short for them. I want to go through this, man, and just talk about it. Fellas, everyone has issues out there dealing with females, especially today. This is an extreme, but Akash is not the only one. There are a lot of dudes out here dealing with something. It's just Akash has a certain level of fame and he has to deal with this in public. But we've all seen dudes who have no say when it comes to their women. They women run all over them, and the guys don't have enough self-respect to just walk away from a situation because they're in love. I keep trying to tell y'all, man, keep y'all emotions in check. Don't let your emotions out until you know who you're dealing with. But let's get into this, guys. This is going to
tonight on Flagrant. The truth will be revealed. Marriages will be shattered. Friendships destroyed. Nothing will be the same again. Our guest, once a beloved comedian, has spent the last couple weeks being destroyed, disrespected. He's been dragged through the mud, and he couldn't even take out that tiny little of his and stuff it inside for his own pleasure. Give it up for our friend here to tell his side of the story, Akaash Singh.
Brother, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So right off the rip, bro, you can see that they made this into a thing. They're trying to spoof it. They're trying to make light of the situation. They have, the canned laughter in the background. They're trying to make it look like a old school, Jerry Springer style show. It just makes me wonder, bro. Makes me wonder, is this something that they had to sit down and negotiate and to get Akash to do it? Or is this something they said, hey, we're going to try to do this in a way that it lessens the blow. No matter what happens, we can just say that you were in character, because this type of stuff will make, the average dude cry, bro. Not going to lie to you. Someone like Akash, I can see him crying and been crying, and you're either going to cry or you're going to lose your head completely and go You know what I'm saying? Go crazy. You know what I mean? So just the first few seconds, they're trying to make this thing a joke. You know, they're comedians and all that. But I'm telling you, man, this is way more than a joke. This is terrible. Just like just like the title says, the situation got worse.
Can't imagine what you've been going through the last few weeks. Tell us what's been on your mind,
Dude,
what's been on your heart.
I'm so glad you asked me, man. It's been really hard for me.
Hard for you?
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Jocelyn Singh is in the building. She wants vengeance. Security is here. Security is stopping her. The Punjabi power. Oh my God, she's abusing the security guards. Guys, it's absolute pandemonium in chaos here. Akaash has brought out a comically large-scale scissors. He's cutting the bag. Oh my Lord! Jocelyn, this is a podcast, not a frat house. What are you doing?
Stay back.
Tonight on Flagrant.
So there you have it. Yep. They just want to make this a skit. They're making light of it as if, hey man, we don't care. This is it. This is real, blah, blah, blah. I see where they're going with this. But bro, all right, let's keep going.
Okay, let's just get right into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which frat party should my daughter avoid in the near future? I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid Teak because they definitely. Why?
They make you pop that thing crazy or
No,
what?
because they spike the drink.
No way.
Yeah, so they got kicked off of our campus.
No
for
way.
Doing that. Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Popping pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any terms that you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to
To
break
be
it down.
fair, I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge
Look
that.
at this.
Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off
Urban
into the
Dictionary
wee hours of the morning.
is
That
made
was what
by
I
a
was
white
doing.
Yeah, this is white people's definition of it. This is what you learn.
Don't go to Urban.
Guys, what do you think popping pussy is?
You see?
Joey Kursay is not.
She knew exactly what she was talking about. Popping that P. Rotation of frat boys. Come on, man. This is how they plan to save face for Akaash. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
They're doing more than security
That
here.
was my bad. That was my
Okay.
bad.
That was your
Yeah,
bad.
that was
Go to
my
the real
Okay.
Urban
Just
Dictionary.
give me a call every time.
Anytime you're worried about anything like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. As a white, I thought popping pussy was just dancing. I thought it was like
yeah,
twerking.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I knew that that's what you meant.
Yes, that's
right?
what I meant.
But like once the internet makes you a whore,
Yeah.
they're looking to Joe, we're talking.
This is your friend's wife.
That's my wife, yo. For now. That's my wife for the time being.
It's
What's going on?
We have a calcium market, by the way. We have a calcium market. There's a calcium market that's been made. Will Akaash and Jasleen divorce before 2027? I just want to point that out.
Okay.
Okay.
2027?
Yeah, you guys
No,
gotta
we have like a long way.
Yeah, we got to
Yeah.
We're trying to rebrand you right now, Jasleen.
Okay, give me some.
I gotta wait that long.
Yo, did she just was she like, yo, I'm not gonna 2027? Oh, this is gonna be over long before then. Or is she just in character trying to play along? This is not cool. Out, man.
Can we get some other definitions out of the way?
Yeah, let's get some
Okay.
other
Yeah.
definitions. Yeah.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here.
Yeah.
Is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Roster.
Yeah, what is a roster?
What is that?
mean to
Okay,
you?
What does
so
this mean?
You guys
Yeah.
have to understand. Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, yeah, you know. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
so I
His
was,
Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was the repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't
yeah.
actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's
And-
all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up,
Oh, that's all. It was just don't worry. It was just a couple of guys that I was friends with. And she's gonna say what hooking up meant we had lunch. And Akaash is gonna sit here. He can't even hide it, bro. Look at his face. He can't even hide it. He knows. She knows what she was doing. Listen, it's all good, right? Today's woman believes, for whatever reason, you can blame feminism, you can blame being modern, you can blame technology. I can go out here and do whatever I want to do, no shame. And that's not how the real world works. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it's not how it works. And Akash is probably under extreme pressure from his family to divorce this girl. Like, look, this one right here, you gotta get rid of her. But he's sitting there like, well, if I divorce her, it's gonna take half my stuff. I don't know when I'm gonna lose so much money. His family's like, yeah, you still gotta let her go. But more to the point, he's still in love with this woman. This is the very beginning. I don't even know what he's gonna say, but he's still in love with this woman, and he knows he can't trust her. There's zero trust here, none. So he's gonna have to be okay with her doing whatever it is she wants to do with respect to other people, other men, women, whatever. There's no way she could talk herself out of this. And this is why I tell women all the time, I'm like, hey, do what you're gonna do, but keep your skeletons in the closet where they belong. That's what you do, brother Donnie in the building. What's good, man? Yeah, man, we up in here, bro, talking about this, man. We're gonna watch every minute of this flagrant episode. Not tonight, though. Like I said, we're gonna do this for an hour, and then do another hour, and hopefully we'll be through it. But look at him, man. Look at dude right here. This dude is under an immense amount of stress. He doesn't know what to do. He really thought he had the girl. He really thought he had his princess. Oh, she's a virgin. She's perfect. She's this, is that. Fresh and Fit talks about this all the time. Myron talks about this all the time. If your girl's in college, bro, trust me, she's getting it in. She might not be rocking 100 dudes or more, but she's definitely going to hit 3 or 4. I think that's a low ball number for, like the average girl who's in college. Now, every girl in college is not out there getting it in like that, but a lot of them are, bro. And I'm just speaking anecdotally, yo. There's the girls in college. I watched a woman in college. I watched this with my own eyes. She smashed 4 dudes in 18 hours. I watched it with my own eyes, bro. I'm like, yo, 4 dudes came through. And are you running a business? She was just doing her thing, popping that pee.
I think people
When
think
I mean hooking up, I just meant making it out. Again, like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Now, I will be honest, as much as I was heartbroken by what was going on with you guys and definitely with, Akaash, my brother, there was a little part of me that was like, it would be hilarious to come in here and find out you had a huge roster, was lying about being a virgin this whole time.
It's funny for you.
It would have been heartbreaking for you.
Yeah.
You waited your whole life to share your virginity with a girl, and she threw it to some frat house 20 years ago.
And that's exactly what happened.
A fucking white guy.
Yeah.
Got that shit.
That's what happened.
Okay. So
Okay,
no real roster.
Yes.
Because what is a roster, Al?
Yeah, what's a roster?
What was a roster like? What was
Urban Dictionary, Indian Dictionary.
Roster rotations, a bunch of people, no matter how you want to put it. Hey, guys, the pictures are coming. Trust and believe. There's some dudes out there who smashed her that got the pictures. But she already told the story about the dude she met on Hinge, brought him to the crib. She woke up with her butt hurting. I wonder how she's going to explain that one.
Dictionary, right?
Yeah.
Turban
I had a
roster. Okay, Al, what is a roster, Al?
So a roster is a rotation of partners
Yeah.
that they would pop their pussy for me.
No. Okay.
That what a roster would do.
I didn't mean like.
People on my roster would be popping their pussy.
Okay.
Now,
I don't even like you saying
Yeah,
that
why are you
word
saying it
hard
like
to
that?
her like
Yeah,
that.
and
that
you
feels
know,
uncomfortable.
with all due respect.
With all due respect, thank you.
No.
This
This is a good
Al don't
lesson.
believe
Yeah,
a
good
word
lesson.
she's saying. Al don't believe a word she is saying. He's like, whatever. You know what this is. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I would not have signed off on this. I'm like, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. We're gonna keep it 100. We're gonna go crazy with it. Y'all can watch us argue. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do anything. I'm gonna cross-examine the hell out of this woman. None of them dudes on this platform, except for Akaash, and even Akaash knows it's true. He just wants to suppress it. The two little people in the back, the two little brothers back there, none of the men on here, and probably what 99% of the men watching this are like, bro, she is lying. But it doesn't matter because she won the game. She got the ring. She's got dudes. She's married. No prenup. Doesn't matter what happens next. No matter what, man, she's walking away with millions, bro. Millions. Not counting the millions she already got in bags, jewelry, whatever money she siphoned off. She keeps that, and she's gonna get millions on top of that.
Okay, that's not
Remember
what
the black
I meant.
substitute teacher in Key and Peele? That's that right now. He's really explaining things.
Yeah.
Any other questions about the world that you have?
No.
Also, why buffalo chicken wraps every day?
Me?
Yeah.
How do you know that?
You posted it on the internet.
Wait, I don't know this one.
Yeah, I don't know
Is
this
that
one.
what you call the black guys?
No.
No, I
Sorry, guys. Okay.
No, she calls him a Popeye chicken sandwich.
Okay, wait. Tell us, what is the buffalo chicken wraps?
No, it's just literally I would just order buffalo chicken wraps every day for dinner.
That's it.
I think where the confusion was is like I was just talking about this nostalgia for being in college when it's like you're still a child, but it feels like you're in the adult world and
Yes.
like you're so insulated
Yes.
and you're in this bubble and like everything's just so simple and easy. And that
And it's not my fault. It's not my fault. I didn't know what I was doing. It's not my fault. This is why you gotta be careful with these young chicks, bro. For real. This is why you gotta vet women. 2 years, bro. You gotta get into it because it's going to come out. You just have to be paying attention. And if you let your emotions out and you're in love and you got those rose-colored glasses on, you're not gonna be paying attention. You're gonna miss it when they drop it. And look at her finger, bro. That ring on her left hand, that might be $15,000 to $20,000 or more on her finger. Remember the video? She didn't even want to kiss the man when he put it on the ring on her finger. Bro, she's got a rock, man. That's every bit of bro, that might be 5 carats, bro.
that's more what I was talking about.
Now
Is
everybody
like,
thinks you're a gold digging whore.
yeah.
Yes, that is.
I'm
There's a
working
lot of
hard.
people.
I'm reaching
Kerr,
excellence.
please, Kerr, you're a professional here. You're doing security, okay? We cannot laugh at him calling his own wife a gold digging whore, okay?
Yeah, she told me to shut up. It's even. You know what I mean?
that
It's
is
even.
fair. That is fair. Okay. Also, like in terms of the gold digging,
Yeah.
like
Serious.
Do you do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I invested low and waited for it to go high.
You're a gold prospect.
Yeah, that's not a
Yeah.
gold digger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a what is that? You're like a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, you're like Akaash with Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
She bought much lower than I did. she bought at the bottom. Dude. She could not have bought
That is
lower.
something that
but
is.
to be fair, it's like I was working too in the
I wasn't.
beginning.
One
and
of us
you
was
weren't.
working.
Yeah.
Yeah. What were you
Yeah.
doing?
When we met, I worked at Goldman Sachs. I got a job at Deloitte after
She was
I
a
graduated
consultant.
college.
Yeah.
I was a
I was sleeping
consultant.
in until
I
12
worked in
12 p.m.
data
Fucked up,
analytics.
bro.
Yeah.
You're a gold digger.
I was.
The gold digger right
I know,
here.
backfired on
You got this girl sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, I know. This whole thing backfired.
I was
Also,
paying rent.
I used to really believe that you guys were poor with his sob stories so we could get Patreon going. I didn't know you were working at a fucking hedge fund this whole
Yeah.
time he was spending your money.
Well, I wasn't making that much. I was making like 70 grand a year in New York City on
That's-
2 people.
But that's good though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
when did you guys get really broke? And why?
She alone was making she was making real close to the average or the median income for a family at 70K. She's living in New York and she's right. That's not a lot of money. That's no money in New York. That's just keeping it 100. And she's taking care of this dude. Right. And okay, let's take them at their word. But you heard what she said. She got in, she made the investment and she did her thing. Right. She secured the beta buck side of the equation. I ain't mad at her, man. She played her cards just right. She played her cards just right. She's in there, bro. She ain't going nowhere. And she doesn't give a shit how Akaash feels. If she did, she wouldn't be doing this. Either she's incredibly naive or really stupid. And we know she ain't stupid.
Why'd you stay with him?
2018. Okay, do you want the real answer or the fun answer?
I want to know the real answer. And like, I want to know that because I heard this beautiful story that Akaash told about you guys
Yeah.
sleeping on the floor and then
Yeah.
like him wanting to give you his North Face or something. and then you gave it back because you're like, it's not Mew Mew. I'm not sleeping in Norvaz. You saved your money and gave me Mew Mew. And then I'll sleep on the floor with Mew Mew.
It's 2009.
No, but you guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment. You were moving to New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
This is real.
basically.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Yeah.
I
okay.
never actually asked why.
No, you know why, bro. Come on.
Oh, yeah,
You know
right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. You got that muffin top.
Yeah, you got that loud. Yeah.
Okay, the real answer.
What is loud? What was that?
His dick smells.
Oh, that dick. Yeah, because once you, yo, Kurt, guys, you guys are professional security,
What
man.
Come
Come on, you did. Okay.
Yo, everything those dudes are saying who are sitting on the couch, bro, she said. He's like, yeah, you got that loud. This thing smells because she said it. It's all out there for the world to see. And there's no getting around it. There's just no easy way to do this show. They just agreed to go through this process to make it look spoof-like. But this is painful to watch, bro. We only 9 minutes in.
Okay, no, but for real, you got a stink dick husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, you're supposed to be a gold digging whore according to the internet.
That's what I'm saying. There was like so many red flags early on.
But why
And-
did you stay? That's
Okay, I stayed because I felt like as soon as I met you, it was love at first sight. I loved you. Like, I don't know. I
It's
just
gonna
felt
make me cry.
like, and maybe like you feel like that when you guys met your wives or your fiance. It's like, you just like know when you have that special connection. It's like, okay, like God picked this person out for me. And like everything he did from top to bottom, like his character, his integrity, his personality, like I just like loved everything about it. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to just leave because we're going through a hard time, because I really believed in like his potential, like just like you did,
For sure.
you know, because you were more successful than Akaash like in the very beginning and stuff. And now
Well,
you guys,
still.
yeah, whatever.
I
And you guys have
also
come up
believe that
together.
he was incredibly brilliant and
Yeah.
talented, but also just an amazing soul and an incredible
yeah,
person.
exactly.
Thank
But
you.
I just
That's why she stuck it out, because of Akash's tie to Andrew Schultz. That's why she stuck it out. This guy, Andrew's already made it. Andrew's going to continue to blow up, and Akaash is his right hand. So Akaash is going to get some of that. So all she has to do is deal with this little bullshit up front. That's all. That's all. And she saw him perform, and she's probably looking at, okay, this dude is famous, just don't have the money yet. But if I stay with him, he'll get to the bag. Once he gets to the bag, I'm good. In the meantime, I still got my roster. I'm still gonna be popping my P. I'm gonna be out here doing what I do. Right? She ain't in love with this guy. She can walk away. Remember, when you got a relationship, the person who can walk away from that relationship is the person with the leverage. She 100% has the leverage on that level alone. Plus, you add to the fact that they got married with no prenup. No prenup. Right? And she was out doing her thing. Like she's not impressed with his sexual abilities, like his sexual skills. She's talking about her friend's husband and she wants to smash. I can't wait to hear how they talk their way out of that one. Let's keep going.
no, I also knew that about him, that he had like ambition and this work ethic. So I was like, okay, like,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go through this bumpy time, but I was like praying harder than I ever prayed, just that we would get out of it and like something
don't
would resolve.
believe
And I
any of
was
that.
just hoping that,
And it worked. Those prayers
Whore.
worked.
yeah, it
And you
did.
haven't
Not-
prayed for his balls to change. No.
I never prayed for that. I was
Which
just,
shows me that you might like it.
Oh.
It's like Vegemite for Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the acquired taste. Women are big on pheromones. That's true.
Yeah,
You like
there
the
is a
pheromones.
way that just kept you
Yeah,
in it.
something
You just couldn't
primal.
believe that.
maybe, yeah, it's
Yeah.
possible.
Carnal smell.
What?
Why
Okay,
you guys say carnival smell? What is that? What's that about? Why are you doing that to me?
That's crazy. Carnal.
Yeah, what is that?
Carnal smell would be better. It'd be like funnel cake. It'd be nice.
Okay, the other thing that we saw these videos of was the ducking the kisses.
And here's another thing too. They get into the duck and the kisses, man. But here's another thing. I'm looking at the set. Right, they got the sofa and they have the one chair. Now you guys know that they have a second swivel chair because Akaash sits in one, Schultz sits in one, and then you have the two dudes on the sofa. Why is it that they don't have Akaash and his wife on the sofa sitting side by side, holding hands, with Andrew Schultz on the sofa with them, and then you have the other two dudes in the swivel chairs? Why is it all the guys are on the sofa and old girl sitting in the chair by herself? and there's no physical contact between Akaash and his wife. Bro, this is God hard to watch. God awful. It's hard to watch. We got Scam Likely. Scam Likely. Yo, Scam, man. Did you try to hit me up today, bro? I switched my services on my phone and internet. So well, I switched my phones to the same provider I use for my internet. So I switched my daughter's and our phone over. I think I saw that. I think I saw you was trying to hit me up or something. Did you, or am I tripping? Anyway, good to see you, bro. Let's continue.
That was listen.
These ones piss me off.
That I'm guilty of. I'm
These
guilty
ones
of
pissed
that.
me off, and I didn't like it one bit. And I need you to explain yourself immediately.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We need
so
to know.
Honestly, I
Also,
didn't.
can I just say that
Yeah.
I would watch the videos and I would die laughing. As a friend who loves him, I would die laughing because
No.
they edited it so perfect. But he's already got his lips pursed, so he gotta commit to the kiss.
Yes.
Yeah, we gotta check out the Shifty edit right there.
That might have been
That
Shifty.
might have been- yeah,
Shifty
no.
might have been editing
Yeah.
those.
Shifty made it.
Shifty.
Yeah. Chef.
Anyway,
Those piss
okay.
me off.
So tell us about the duck. Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around. Just when there are people around, and I never even knew.
worse.
I never. I didn't
Explain
know.
yourself.
I didn't know that I
Tell
did
us
that.
why.
I didn't know that I did that, so I really sat and thought about it. So I think it's a few things. I think it's like,
You really sat and thought
yeah,
about it.
because I was like, okay, maybe it's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful, I do get a little shy, despite what the internet thinks.
Most Indians do. I'm the exception.
Yeah,
I'm
I
Not with the frat boys popping that pig.
think I also get overstimulated because Akaash does it a lot, like every 30 seconds, like a little bit.
I get it now. Just sleep. I get it.
That's why I grabbed your chin so you couldn't
I didn't move my face though. I wasn't gonna let it fly.
You're supposed to check your mic.
I was there. I was
You're
there.
mic check.
Who's Mike? Mike? Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah.
Suck that off you.
Okay. So it is a little bit overstimulating for you.
Yeah, it like regulates him, but it kind of overstimulates me. And
But-
like the videos people have seen are like the proposal videos, they're like already overstimulating.
Okay. So here's the thing that I think is like very I think the relatable thing is not wanting to make out with your partner in front of your entire family.
Yeah.
But most people just do it because they're like, oh, I don't want my partner to feel embarrassed in this moment, even though they're like, ugh. And you're just like, you just feel the but I do think it is I do think it's relatable though to have that sensation of like, I don't want to be intimate around my like brother or sisters or mom, dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that is I think that's relatable. to
Yeah.
people.
Bro, I wonder if they agreed on the topics and the major questions, the major talking points they were going to throw out there. Mandrill, you're so right, man. They're not actually addressing the issue. This is going to make it worse. Yeah, bro, way worse. So many people are eating off of this, but the reason is, guys, let's not forget what he was saying to Myron and Fresh when they had Fresh and Fit on here. Like this dude, right? Even sitting here now, man. I mean, this dude has zero self-respect for himself, man. Zero. There's no way I'm putting myself through this. I'm like, if we're gonna do this, man, we're gonna do it a different way. We're gonna do it with a counselor. We're gonna try to help folks or something. But I guess this is how he decided to do it. They're comics. But he's never gonna live this one down, bro. People, his wife is always gonna be that Jezebel, and he's always gonna be super simp.
But most people just do it and then do a quick one. Like my wife will just give me like a quick smooch and
But
then
we
go back to
never
doing the thing.
saw our parents kissing ever. So it's like so foreign to us.
This is an interesting thing that a lot of the internet might not understand,
Yeah.
but it's like your family, your parents were not like romantically
No.
in love
Yeah.
at all. And would you say yours?
You could cut romantically. You know what I mean?
Were they both arranged? Were the
Yeah.
marriages both arranged?
Yeah.
And sometimes arranged marriage, it's a freak off. They love fucking all the time.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
But they don't show us. Even
But they
kids don't see it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
You can't show that to children.
Yeah.
Our kids are going to see it.
They're gonna see it.
Now, especially the internet has shamed her into not ducking. So,
Oh, now she got no excuse.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
me one.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
She too.
Well,
So yeah.
can we settle something for the internet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you kiss Akaash right now?
Oh, I don't even know if I want to.
Of course you'll do it.
Okay.
He has to do it. Look, Street done turned around.
Bring that
Security done turned around.
Oh shit! My dude, right there, son.
It was overstimulating. It was overstimulating.
Damn. Cross his legs.
Shows or show.
Bro. If you guys can check them out, Providence, Rhode Island, or wherever they're going, check them out, man. You know, support. It is what it is. Hey, Scam, same number, same everything. I just moved over my service provider, but everything's the same. Nothing's changed. Anyone who has my number, you want to DM me, call me, whatever, ain't nothing changed. I'm just on a different provider. I send the money to somebody else. But bro, this guy got problems. And right now he's pitching where he's gonna perform. I'm hoping he gets a spike in his shows. People come out just to see if he's funny. I mean, he's trending right now. And if he's smart, he's like really, rocking good 30, 45 new minutes. Bro, he has plenty to talk about. Talking about, they were talking about the arranged marriages and his mom and dad, or I guess Indian is common for people who get married in Indian culture to not love one another. That is okay. Something I don't know. We don't deal with that over here, but he's dealing with a very Americanized woman with Indian descent. He's a very Americanized man who's trying to hold on to his culture, his roots. And he got this woman, but talking down on Myron and Fresh. Had he listened to Myron and Fresh, he could have avoided all this, bro. He could have avoided all this. This is why you guys got to be gamed up. I'm never, ever going to stop talking about it. You got to be gamed up.
My name's Mark. I'm going to be on the road. I'm going to Fort Wayne, Indiana. I'm also going to Chicago, Hoboken.
They're still pitching. This is good for their platform, man. Akaash has brought a lot of eyes to their platform. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person who was waiting for this episode, and I'm not a loyal watcher. They almost have 1 million views, and it's only been up for like 8 hours or something like that. 9 hours or something like that. Almost 1 million views, and you got people who are cutting this thing up and putting it out there. I'm definitely gonna, I'm gonna tag them. So I want people to go there. I want everybody to make their money, man. But damn, Akaash. And I've never seen Mark do his stand-up. I'll be forgetting the name of this brother. But he does a lot of stuff. ammornings.com. I guess he's doing morning shows. Let's listen to this.
It's a call-in show where we discuss the biggest topics. What are you doing to me?
I'm kidding. I'm supporting you.
Anything. They're doing little sign signals.
No one's doing anything. Just keep going off the dome.
It's a call-in show where we discuss the biggest topics of the week. Join us and have your say. Here's the catch. There's no anonymous trolling, no hiding behind an anime avatar. If you got something to say, you better show your face,
bitches.
Every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern.
Yo, they're doing good work over there, bro. I'm here to tell you, man, that business is hard, man. That business is hard. They're doing good work to get these sponsorships, to get these opportunities. I mean, I do this, I'm like, you guys, we've been over here rocking on this platform for a minute. I really want to know podcast, shadow ban or whatever's going on, or people just don't like the content, whatever. You know what I mean? But I did this so I can learn, get my hands dirty, figure out how the world works. Now I'm working with, my homeboy, Will Ghostin. We're doing the Spoken in Smoke podcast here in Tampa. I also got something in the mix, not ready to announce yet, but I'm working with someone else who's going to be doing a lot of social media stuff, YouTube and all the platforms, X, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook. Very, very successful brother. And, going to be working with that. So because I took the time to do the work, now, I can properly advise folks when they bring me in to consult. Hey, man, this is what I want to do. Can you help me? Yeah, I can help you. But I know how hard it is to line up the sponsorships to get the big companies to holler at you. I mean, look at Andrew Schultz, bro. Like, Brilliant Idiots. He's got this platform. He's doing Hollywood A-list stuff, and he's touring, bro. Hats off to them boys. I'll give them a Don DeMarco for that. Don DeMarco. But as far as Akash's ability to choose a good wife.
Houston, we have a problem.
That was heartbreaking for me.
Oh.
You know, like, now I'm feeling for Jesse. What an asshole this guy is to humiliate his wife in front of millions and millions of people.
It was an accident. But can I just say, there's so many
tell us.
TikToks where I talk so positively about him, and
Yeah, but
like,
why does that? Why that doesn't go viral?
Yeah, that's
Positively
boring.
talking about people.
well, yeah, but
kinda
I
gay.
was just saying, I like found so many TikToks where I was saying so many amazing, uplifting things, but they didn't grab onto that.
That will never. The internet will never reward positivity.
Yeah, that's true.
Lesson learned.
Unless
Lesson
it's
learned.
well, that is the tricky thing. But it is a weird thing. It's like when you share your life, like as a couple publicly
Yeah.
with the world, you know, and
Rough.
you guys have like idiosyncrasies that are kind of different from
Yeah.
a lot of couples.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Apparently.
bruh,
Mhm.
the orgy thing was fucking. That shit was crazy. I even watched it and I was like, so break us down.
I need an explanation.
Has the orgy happened?
So, okay, no, it hasn't.
okay.
No, I still only fuck one woman.
No, that's what I thought was that's what I thought was missing in the whole orgy combo is that he also gets to get some
Yeah.
I
side.
could have doubled my body count.
Yeah. Now, would you have let him get some side in this hypothetical
Yeah,
orgy?
of course.
Yeah.
Everyone should be included.
Nah, but Akaash
College
wants to do.
girl.
The dude.
Yeah.
You think he can handle all 10 inches of nab? You think you can take nab down? Or is nab taking it?
Come on, Nap's shorter than me. Who taking it?
Oh!
Nab the bottom, his dick dragging on the carpet.
Collecting dust.
Shout out Nab, bro.
Yes.
Shout out
Yes.
Nav, you fucking home wrecker. Okay, what the fuck was that joke? Because I
Yeah.
think for a lot of people, myself included, like I saw that and I was like, why would she even joke around about that
Yeah.
with Akaash there? And like, what was
Yeah.
the
No,
what was the backstory to that?
now looking back, like it's been pointed out to me, and I get that. I feel like for us, I think I learned so much of my humor from Akaash, not to like justify it, but just to explain, like, oh, if I say these absurd things, it's so funny because it's not who I actually am.
Right.
But I kind of forgot that like the internet doesn't know all these multi dimensions of my personality, so they're
Right.
just seeing this one thing.
Right.
So the orgy joke started with like Akaash being like, "Oh, Nav's really hot." Like Akaash would show Nav's picture to his trainer or whatever
five this
because
guy.
he's like really
High
like,
five.
yeah, ripped or whatever.
I will say also, if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey, cut.
You see that he still holds on to the belief that she's only been with him. Like, even if she was a virgin when they got married, which I highly doubt. I guarantee you, since she's been with this dude, the way she's been talking about men, that she was out here smashing. But he still wants to hold out, man. And Mandrell, nah, bro. This was not an arranged marriage. He did, in fact, choose her, chased her down. He told the story of how he met her at, doing a comedy show or something like that. And she told the story of how they got together. So it was not arranged, right? So that's where it went wrong, first of all, which means that the parents, someone was have to have given some sort of sign off, like, okay, you can do it. But no, like that culture is supposed to be real strict, especially on marriages. But maybe his family signed off on it because of her potential. Like, okay, well, she did work in finance. Oh, she was at Goldman Sachs. She was at Chase or wherever she was working. She has the degree. She's, she can get out there and get it. She was taking care of him for a little bit, paying the bills. Maybe, I don't know, but no, this wasn't arranged. If he had an arranged marriage, then he'll be able to talk all that talk because probably that woman wasn't out there popping her pee with the frat boys. But he went out there and tried to do this on his own. And just having to try to talk their way out of it the whole time, she's just like, no, I just didn't understand. You guys just don't get my humor. I'm like him. I say whatever pops into my mind and it makes sense to me. She knew exactly what she was saying, period. She knew what she was saying. She knew what she was doing. She has zero respect for him. There's nothing you can do about that, right? Think about that, man. What does Rolo talks about all the time, right? You got alpha fucks, beta bucks. You know what I mean? Alpha seed, beta need. This is what it is. And he's just a multi-millionaire, but he's still very much a beta. And here's the thing. He can never really speak on this shit ever again, which I guess is a good thing. He And if he really had some balls on him, man, he would have called up Myron. He'd have called up Myron and gave Myron the interview and be like, yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, I believe her, but yeah, this is a bad look. You know, but he ain't got the balls to do that. Schultz might. Huh. Wouldn't that be something? What if Andrew Schultz brought Myron gang onto the platform so they can have a talk? Ooh, you want to talk about views. Ooh.
But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin?
That's
real?
I was a virgin until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ask the questions you only got your
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd be like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Oh, I absolutely would feel insecure.
And I think stupidly, I was like, oh, it's an orgy, so it's all of us. It's not like
that is stupid.
Yeah.
I say you're being inclusive. You're being inclusive.
It's not a roti. No, we're not doing this.
That is stupid. Don't let me get other pussy.
One of our fans asked us, would you guys have an orgy? So I just said, oh, I'm actively trying, like as a joke. Because I just feel
Can I give you a piece of advice?
Okay.
If you clearly see that I'm the one commenting those things, you don't have to answer it on the podcast. If it's Andrew Schultz asking, so you guys are going to have an orgy on a podcast, you don't have to react to that in real time.
Dude, Akaash's line yesterday, he was like, oh, this is so annoying, this whole orgy thing. Like, I can't even cheat without her being there.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Too much quality time. Let's do something separately. You know what I mean?
But how come you can have a joke about outsourcing hand jobs and blow jobs?
But aren't you cool with the
Because he's a professional comedian, baby girl. You're not. Folks don't understand how tough it is to be a professional comedian who's made millions in the game. And that shit, it ain't enough to just be funny. In fact, you don't have to be funny at all to make millions in the game. But it does take work, sacrifice, dedication. That's why he lost the place, got evicted from an apartment, sleeping on the floor and all that, because he refused to give up on the dream, and it worked out for him. But bro. And you know what? We're gonna be able to get through this whole thing. We're just gonna sit. We're gonna power through the whole video.
Jobs?
Yeah.
You're cool with him just getting a hand job massage?
Totally.
Are you
Yeah, I know.
Yes, I've said that it's less work for me.
I don't.
Can you talk to our wives?
I don't believe this. You can't tell you why I don't believe this. You remember Horrible Decisions?
Yeah.
You guys are like, dude, I think your girl will be down. She keeps saying how pretty Weezy is. And I was like, even then, I was like, no, the fuck. She's all talk. She's all bluster. That's why I haven't tested the hand
A
job
paper tiger.
She's our dog. She's a yapping little dog behind a fence. Nothing's gonna happen. There's no bite. All bark, no bite.
So
there's a handful of dudes out there laughing their asses off and looking at the pictures like, yeah, look at her bite. No bite, huh? Look at this. I'm telling you, bro, this is what delusion looks like. Real talk, man. This is what delusion looks like. She's about that life. If she wasn't, she wouldn't even bring it up. For a pure woman, really like a chaste woman who ain't never had that life, ain't never partied and all that kind of shit. That woman, she ain't even talking about this, bro. This doesn't even interest her. Like, it's disgusting to her. Real talk, man. It's disgusting to her. And then for those women who maybe stuck their toe in it, like, nah, that ain't cool. I got the guy I want. I'm going to keep that in the closet and keep it quiet so nobody knows. She doesn't care. And I wonder how much money Akaash had to spend in shopping sprees to get her to go along with this. I wonder.
You would say that, but in reality, if he actually did go get it.
Okay, like let me think about it. If you actually did go get it, yes, like I think it would bother me like 30%, but I feel like 70% I'd be like, okay, whatever. I put you through a lot the past couple weeks.
Like he deserves it.
Yeah, I feel like I owe it to you.
I do kind of deserve it.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're going to be supporting
But she just
We
can't
are
be
so close
prettier
to
than
Chinatown.
do it.
Who can
I
be
know.
prettier than you? Wait, she can't be prettier than you.
Yeah, she just can't be prettier than
Yeah. I mean, that's not gonna. Yeah, unless you go.
That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be an old Chinese lady.
My justification for the hand job is it's emotionless and it's
just like a little thing after a massage. Sure, okay.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I'm on board.
Yeah.
I also like the fact that it's just less work for you.
Yeah.
And I know your day is full of work.
Hey, yo, was it me or did he hit her hand really hard, bro? Did he hit her hand really hard? Was that an assault, bro? Was that like an assault 3, bro? He hit that hand hard. This dude is still frustrated. He knows he's trapped. In the back of his head, he was like, man, Myron and Fresh were on this very set trying to warn me, and I tried to belittle them. Oh my God, what have I done? Yeah, what have you done? I wonder if he talked to James Sexton. I wonder if he had that phone call. How much would it cost me to get divorced from this woman based on everything you've seen? Sexton was like, it's going to cost you about 58% of your shit. This is why you got to be careful. You can only blame you. Akaash can only blame Akaash. There's no one out there he can blame.
Wow.
Well, let's get a counter argument. Let's get a counter argument, okay? Because I think that was inappropriate and that was uncalled for. So will you go ahead and dismiss this and explain yourself on the record?
I do things.
Okay. All right. Look, my client in this case, that's
Mark,
not what she
can you
said.
be a lawyer? Mark, can you be Jaslene's lawyer in this moment here?
Mark, please tell me.
Jasleen cooks. She cleans. She maintains the home on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
There you go.
Not by me specifically, but yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also will find people.
You do it, but not you.
Yes.
You schedule. Someone got to manage
But
that
we
house.
all have cleaning people.
Yes.
And
Yes. I like how you call them cleaning people. That was very politically correct.
That was.
Yes,
but
that
do
was
I
great.
not take care of Happy like he's my son?
Of course. And I go on the road. I come back. It's clean. I don't know if you hire somebody or if that's you, but every time I come.
Man, she is bragging because she takes his money to hire cleaning people to clean the house. So she doesn't clean because she doesn't want to. She doesn't cook because she doesn't want to. And she said she take care of the dog like it's a child, except for those days she won't take the dog out and walk. She asked him to walk the dog. Crazy. We got VIP in the building. Brother Pitt in the building. Pitney, what's happening, fam? Yo, man, you switching it up, man. Somebody out there looking for you, bro. We got drama, man. Hey, holla at your uncle, man. He got some problems, bro. We're going to go out there and handle them people. But probably just want to change it up. But I'm glad you're here, man. Man, what? Could you imagine having to sit through this, guys? Could you imagine having to sit through this? And they got to do it because this is how they make their money. Akaash couldn't avoid this, bro. There's no way he could have avoided this. He had to sit through this. And she's bragging about how she uses his money to clean the house and pay someone to do that. And they go out and buy food. She doesn't cook for him. I've never been with a woman who was into me that didn't want to cook for me. Ever. I can think of one woman and she was rich, so she didn't cook for herself, but even she learned how to cook a couple things to make it for me because she was like, oh, I just want to be able to, I don't cook, but I can do this. I can make you grilled bread and, I could bring you some fruit. She would do that. And that was for her, like going out of her way. I really appreciated that. But I've never been with a woman that was into me that did not want to cook for me.
Come back.
I hire someone, yeah.
Really? Without me knowing? Now I feel betrayed. I thought you did something.
See, everyone's hiring people. You know what I mean? Hand jobs, cleaning. It doesn't matter. Okay?
Exactly. Yes.
Exactly.
Everyone's got something.
Outsourcing works. If there's one people on the planet that understands the value of outsourcing, it should be Indians.
Yeah.
This is
Exactly.
yeah. Okay. What else? What else was like super?
There more files.
Yes. What else was part of? Oh, they called it the Akaash files.
Yeah.
They released the
How
Akaash
am I
files.
equivalent to Epstein?
Let's think.
Let's think about it. I'm glad you asked.
You're the victim. You are
Yeah,
the
That's what I'm
girls.
saying. It's the Epstein files, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're the girls.
I know.
She's Epstein.
Exactly.
Yes. The
Exactly.
Epstein files.
The
Yes,
Epstein
please.
file.
Yes.
Okay, what else?
Okay,
what else
well-
was there?
Tell me something.
Yes.
Because it's been bothering me.
I love the this is so
I know,
good
right?
with the glasses.
Yeah.
Great character work. I'm sorry to break it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Silence. Tell me something. When
Yeah.
Akaash is sick, how do you behave?
Ooh.
She's good, actually. Like,
I
Really?
am good.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife is horrible.
There's an undertone of irritation after like day 2 where you can tell she's like, all right, let's.
I mean,
but she's
You
very.
get 2 days.
Okay, can I just say I feel like you guys are a little bit like you guys exaggerate a lot and just
What?
No.
yeah.
Us.
Never.
And for
Us.
context,
We
literally
exaggerate.
yes. And like
Ridiculous.
literally
Oh, you think everything's wrestling? Do you think that's what
Everything's
this is?
a joke.
You think we're just going crazy?
No.
We're not taking any chances here. Do you see our security? You know what the fuck you're capable of, Jasleen.
But like for me, like an hour before my emergency gallbladder surgery, my stomach was killing me.
Oh, no.
And remember I had to interview Blau for journalism school, and I still interviewed him because I didn't want to reschedule. So I feel like women are just built different. We're built to withstand suffering.
Yes, you are. That is
so
true.
we don't
We're built
really
to withstand y'all.
Yes.
That is our suffering.
Yes.
Yeah. That is a great point.
There you go.
Yeah. We have different types of suffering.
Yeah.
Physical pain, you guys are much better at handling.
But yeah, if you heard how often we have to hear beep, it's a very different. That's
So did I tell you all this? That like my wife asked me to do something before I got into the apartment. She heard the elevator going up. Before I typed in the code in the elevator, I heard, Andrew, can you? And I pushed one and went right back downstairs. I go, I'm not doing this
Just
right
hope
now.
it free falls.
I'm not doing this
Just
right
end
now. Let me get into the fucking house before you tell me what to do.
Look, this isn't the Schultz Files, okay?
Yeah, sorry, go.
Hey, no, it's funny, man. There's a lot of guys who, that's that happy wife, happy life thing, bro. And if that's how you choose to rock, okay, cool. But that should go both ways, man. I don't mind if my significant other asks me to do something. In fact, I don't mind anticipating their wants and needs, but they should be doing the same thing. If I'm in a situation, and I have been, where I notice that the other person is taking way more than they're giving or attempting to give, they gotta go. I'm not gonna spend more time with that person. I'm like, all right, let's go ahead and, let's begin the process to disengage. Right. If they're, because that was back when, you should let people live with you and all that, which I'm against that. If you're going to cohabitate with somebody, make sure you keep another place, keep your other place, because when it goes sideways, you want to be able to just smoothly slide up out of there. And to cohabitate these days is dangerous anyway, man, because so many people are lying and, domestic violence cases and false, accusations and all that. You gotta be careful with that. But this right here, bro, what Schultz is saying, he's kind of putting it out there. He's a little irritated, and she's saying women are just built to take pain. Well, physical pain. I mean, they're used to dealing with emotional anguish because they're so emotional. So they're used to dealing with that sort of thing. I get it, but bro, there's been situations in combat. You can ask Mandrell this, where a soldier would get an arm or leg blown off and literally continue to fight. They'll stay in the fight, or they'll get, they'll suffer a horrific wound and not say a word because the enemy, Op 4 is danger close, and they'll suffer in silence. This is something in the military, scream all the time, suffer in silence. You're sitting over there hurting. You can't let out a peep, because if you do, it compromises the position and everyone goes, you know what I'm saying? Everyone gets popped. So I hear, it's something that men and women can do, but women have to do it socially more than men because they run with their emotions and they get themselves into emotional, situations more than men do. But when men run into these situations, what do? They end it all, bro. They end it all, man. Self-deletion. That's what men do. So no, like these dudes over here, and like, look at Akaash. What do you think is going to happen with Akaash when he finally catches her, when she gets caught slipping and she's getting banged by some dude or servicing some guy, he come walking in and seeing that? What do you think he's going to do, bro?
Go.
I sense that you're avoiding the question.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. I made that data. You said that when Akaash is sick, you hate taking care of him.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, do I like it? No. I would do it. But why would anyone like taking care of a sick person?
That's a good point.
Like,
Because
I'm
you
just
love
being
them.
honest, and maybe it is a
Don't
hint
let
of
her fool you.
autism.
Don't let her
No,
pull you in.
this makes me. I don't know why anybody would do that. Like
Nurses.
doctor.
Bro, nurses take care, doctors, people in medical field, they take care of total strangers. People in hospice care, they take care of total strangers. Assisted living facilities, you got people whose job is just to, look out for their elders, the elderly. Man, if you love someone, bro, like there's nothing I wouldn't do for my daughter. If I gotta crawl through anything, you think of the most disgusting, vile thing you think of, I will crawl through a football field worth of that if that's gonna help my daughter. I will you know, like, yeah, my daughter hurts, oh, my back hurts, so I got toothache or whatever. Cool, we'll take care of that. But if I had to, I would take care of my daughter. If I had to pick her up and carry her around, I would do that for the rest of my life, as long as I was able to do it, because I love my daughter. I knew couples that took care of their spouse, you know, when the worst happened, and, you know, strokes and all that kind of stuff, man. Do you think that Akash's wife would change his diaper if he needed one? If something happened, you think that she would feed him every day? You think that she would, you know, clean his body every day, especially under the balls where she doesn't like the most? You think she would do that? Probably not, bro. Why? Because she's not into it. Would he do that for her? 1000% yes. He would do it and wouldn't hesitate to do it. It was great. This is the power of love. This is why you gotta be careful with your emotions, gentlemen. Men love differently than women. You gotta be careful with your emotions, man. He's in it. He's in it until she decides to leave. And there's nothing he can do about it. And when that happens, that pain is gonna be intense. Hopefully he can handle the pain. Time will tell.
Doctors. I
They
mean,
don't
granted,
even like
they're
it.
compensated.
Yeah, that is actually they're getting paid for it
Yeah.
Handsomely.
handsomely. Yeah,
And
but
nurses ain't that happy about it.
yeah, sometimes.
You
Yeah,
meet enough nurses, you're like,
Yeah,
most
they
of
are
y'all
pretty
don't
pissed
enjoy
off.
it. Y'all enjoy it. Y'all don't enjoy
Yes.
this.
yeah, it is.
I mean, bro, I was just thinking, one of my homeboys, when he was like in his late teens, broke both of his arms at the same time. He broke both of his arms at the same time. His mom's had to wipe his butt. Big grown ass man. She had to wipe his butt. And she did it, no problem. That's her baby. Do you think that this chick right here would do something as drastic as that? I don't think so. Right. And Brother Pig, you're right, bro. Akaash will never be red pilled. He seems like the type of person to determine if blue pill philosophy, my bad. Yeah, I know I can't read, doesn't work for him. He might seriously suffer a psychotic break. Bro, man, you might be right, man. He's so far in that world that he can't fathom the other side being right, even a little bit. I think you're right, bro. I think you're right.
One of those things you just gotta fake it. It's like kissing your husband in public. You just gotta fucking fake it and be like, I love doing this. I love nurturing you back to health. That's
Exactly.
what I want.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you get the big reward afterwards. Okay,
It's like when Akash's birthday comes around. I have to pretend that it's like so special, but
I
it's
don't
like
even ask for this.
the one day,
Look
yeah,
at
you
his
do.
face.
The one day of the year that I have to like be totally selfless,
Oh yeah, that I
which
want.
is really hard for me.
But Brother Pitney, man, like look at guys, all of you guys, man, pay attention to Akash's facial expressions and his body language, bro. And think about his role on Flagrant. This dude is extremely uncomfortable. He's not in his normal role. He's sitting here. He doesn't have anything smart or snide to say. He's just kind of sitting here. This dude's uncomfortable. He's not happy. I think there's a part of him. I think the logical part of his brain, it's like, nah, bro, she isn't a virgin. But, you know, it might be just like 0.5% of him is like, man, she's a whore. But the rest of him is like, no, and just like, never, and just come out of nowhere and shut him down. Like, this dude is so bought in, bro. This is sad.
Celine, you're doing a horrible job right now. Just when we think we've gotten you out of it.
Take that part
Go
out.
back
Take that part
in.
out.
Go back in. Okay? You dig the hole deeper. Okay? His birthday is a great day.
Yeah,
And we love his birthday.
yeah.
Which day is it?
What-
May the-
Oh,
Good.
oh,
All right, you passed. You passed. Now,
Okay.
a question for Akaash.
Yes.
These files leak.
Yeah.
The internet's set ablaze. You quickly flee to India. International borders.
Yeah.
You go to a different nation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you explain the impetus for this trip?
I was trying to get away from her, but she followed me.
She tracked you down.
So yeah, why did you guys go to India so immediately?
What happened there?
Unfortunately, we had planned the trip like 2 months earlier. India, Dubai with her mom, Thanksgiving with my mom. That's what whores do. They hang out with their moms. You know what I mean? What a horse thing to do.
Yeah.
Convenience.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
And
went.
go on a religious pilgrimage.
Yeah,
You guys went on a religious
we went to the
pilgrimage.
Golden Temple, the
Yeah.
Barzab.
Did they see you annihilate you in? They were like, not this frat house.
No,
Not. I wouldn't
Yeah,
finish the
yeah.
sentence. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
You have to walk through water when you get there. They actually made her roll around in the water. She's so
They
filthy.
had to cleanse you.
So, such a filthy person.
You're
Okay.
purified.
All right, there's a little bit of the Akaash, but look at his body language, man. Look, he's not enjoying this. He's saying these things, but bro, he really means it. Like, I should have made a roll around the water. And 304s do go do family things. They go and they try to pretend. And now you got your mom and your mother-in-law or grandma or whoever's there asking the same questions that these dudes are asking on the sofa. Like, what are you talking about here? I've seen these things, you know what I mean, online. What are you saying? You've embarrassed the family. You know, you've brought disrespect and dishonor to our family name, which she has. And then she has to sit there and like, no, I gotta explain. We're doing it for money. You don't need money. Why are you doing this? You don't need money. Why aren't you supporting your husband the way you're supposed to? And I did for a second. I was thinking I should do it with the accent. And I'm like, nah, my accents are bad. But I thought about doing it with the accent. And I'm like, I'm not gonna back away from that. But he has to not only deal with the public, but he has to deal with the families, both families. Well, mostly his family, and she has to deal with her family. And if they're traditionalists, bro, this is horrifyingly crazy, man. And you're right, man, brother Pitt. Like Akaash is trying to play it cool while he's getting roasted because he roasts people on a regular basis. But the fact that his wife's sexual history is now public is clearly eating away at him. That is a fact. And there's nothing he can do about it but just live in denial and put up a strong public face. But that's crazy. But I mean, just thinking about India, isn't that the Karma Sutra stuff, man? I wonder, did he even get to do the Karma Sutra stuff with his wife? Probably not, but I bet she did that Karma Sutra, page by page with them frat boys.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go. Oh, is this the place?
It was
right
actually,
here?
yeah, it was beautiful.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
Yes.
What is this place called?
The holiest site in the
It's
city.
called, in Punjabi, they say the Bar Sahib or the Golden Temple. It's like, because it's literally made out of gold.
Oh my.
They got a temple over there. It was like in the pillars. It's a bunch of sexual acts being performed by, man and a woman. I wonder if that's the temple. There's one of them temples. If you guys look it up, it's a temple out there. They have all these sexual acts being performed, but it's like carved into the structure itself somewhere in India, if I'm not mistaken.
God, that's a lot of gold.
I would have taken her there so she'd be more comfortable.
We would actually really like it. Mark would really
And
like
this
it.
is in
Al would
Punjab?
get set on fire as soon as he walked in.
Yeah, in Amritsar, yeah.
Oh wow. And then
And I had never been, so we had planned this trip a
Oh,
while
look at this.
Yeah, who paid for
Can
it?
anybody
Akash?
go in the water?
Yeah, you can.
Like you do like a
Why do you guys- Miles, what racist shit are you
and your
laughing at
racist
right
bullshit has no room
That
in
is
this,
disgusting.
in this court.
That laugh right there was racism, and we know
set
it.
it up.
I didn't set up anything. I asked if you could go in the water. I didn't ask if we could wash Akash's balls. that would be disrespectful.
Yeah,
That would be
wrong.
inappropriate.
Can't say that.
Why were you laughing at that?
It's a lot of clean water in India.
Wait, what do you mean?
It's just one big plate.
that
Damn,
water
bro.
is clean. You
Yeah,
dig?
it's crystal
Yeah.
clear
That's what I
water.
said.
right
It's
there.
a lot of clean water in India.
Wow, Miles.
This guy is a real piece. Do you see who your husband hangs out with every
Yeah.
day?
Bad
Yes.
Bad guy.
Wait, guys, Kerr, what is going on back there, fellas?
Wow.
Hold it together. Hold it together. All right. All right, guys. Let's take a break for a second, man. Acorns is a smart way to give your money.
Pause for the cause. We'll let this roll. Hey, and if you guys are looking to Acorns or anything like that, please support your favorite or your not so favorite YouTubers out here, man, because it's hard to make a buck out here, man. It really is. What's good, fam? Good to see you. Hey, really, RIP Flavor? You think this is gonna rip them apart? I don't know, man. But they got to stay away from relationships. And welcome to the podcast, fam. And they did make it worse. We're looking at this, man, like, damn. It's just no getting around it. But you kind of live on being viral, and Akaash right now is super viral, bro. Like Blue Diamond hot. You know what I mean? Like, God, dog, he's super viral. As hot as you can possibly get right now because of this. Flagrant just got to roll it out. But when it's all said and done, I think it just kind of goes back to where they were. If anything, they'll get more women watching for a little bit. So their numbers will kind of go up and down. What's going on with the subreddit? Flagrant subreddit, which is the core of their fan base, is completely against them right now. Oh, wow. Man, that sucks, bro. You put in all that work and all them years to build this platform, bro, and it gets demolished just like that. It gets destroyed just like that. Again, this is why you have to, when it comes to significant others, bro, especially a wife, man, you got to do everything you can to vet that person. Rely on the people who are closest to you to help you choose. Don't choose poorly. Dude, I made mistakes out there. I didn't go this far, but I mean, I made mistakes and it cost me dearly. So, I mean, could you imagine if Flagrant really falls off and they have to shut down the podcast? That's a lot of money. And maybe, people could argue what's going to happen anyway. But bro, that's like one woman just destroying your whole world. Damn, is this for real, bro? People are talking about boycotting. Damn. They want to boycott. They want to destroy all the dudes. So Akaash can no longer pay for this woman to stay in his life because she'll leave. If that happens, bro, man, I think she is gone. Brother Pitt. Had he embraced the red pill, he would have avoided this mess. It's a really good chance he would, or at least he would have understood what was going to happen, or when it started to happen, he would have saw it right away. The red pill doesn't promote running around singing the praises of their women on podcasts. The RP also views female innocence with skepticism. Yeah, gentlemen and ladies who may be watching this, there are good women out there. Yes, here in America. Justin Waller has said it. Michael Sertain has said it. Rollo Tomasi has said it. I'm saying it. Myron Gaines has said it. There are good women in America, right? You just got to go find them. And again, you need to really vet, bro. Really vet, man. It's just a lot of fuckery out here, bro. It's a lot of hedonism. It is what it is. I talk about this all the time. People talk about, I want to get a virgin. Like, bro, I don't even think in those terms. Because in my mind, I'm like, once a woman's past 25 years old, she's been with at least one dude. I mean, just keeping it 100. I don't even think in them terms. But just so long as she can keep her skeletons in the closet where they belong, never embarrass me. Like, she doesn't have any kids from other dudes and all that. I mean, we can work with it. But it takes time and you have to run it through. And yeah, there are some women who, bro, low to no body count, but they are hard to find, right? And for the passport bros, you guys who just learning that there's a world out there, right? The DR, Curacao, Colombia, Thailand, Philippines, them women out there doing their dirt too. They doing just as much dirt, if not more. They're just really good about keeping their mouth shut about it. That's all it is. That is crazy. Like, look at the views on the video, and then it isn't as much considered how viral it went. Yeah, I looked at the views. I'm like, aren't they like at 1 million views right now? And they did that in a matter of hours. I don't regularly watch Flagrant, so I don't know what their count normally is. It's the same thing with Auburn Priest. They do big numbers, but I don't know what their average number is. So I'm gonna take your word for it. SSB 2828, appreciate you. I'm gonna take your word for it that their viewer base is falling off a little bit. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think, Brother Penny, I think you're right, man. Flagrant won't shut down. You think they'll drop Akaash? Ooh, I don't know, man. I don't know. If anything, they'll just put him behind the camera. He'll no longer be in front of the camera. But Akaash probably has some ownership in Flagrant. So, they can just put him behind the camera. He'll still make money. But I don't know, man. Like, Schultz is a pretty loyal dude. And I don't know, man. I don't know if he would want to kick off Akaash, his right-hand man. I don't know, man. SSB 2828, like, being tone deaf and avoiding responsibilities is why celebs fail. Facts. This podcast was already shaky prior to this incident. People want it down now. Crazy stuff. I've known Andrew since Charlemagne the God and this podcast, and even Charlemagne fan base is telling him to drop Andrew. Wow. Well, it was that and the fact that Andrew Schultz has definitely changed. He's no longer the fun-loving comedian he was like when I was watching dude come up. I mean, that's what happens, man. Like you said about the celebrity thing, bro. Once you start getting the money, you get the celebrity, the fame, you start to get comfortable. you become tone deaf. You want spot the fuck on, bro. Spot on, man. That's a Don DeMarco for that.
Don DeMarco.
And the Fire and the Kid, like with Callan. Callan was one of the first cool kids I met in Hollywood. That dude, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, bro, he was the man in the comedy world. But again, people change, man. People change. And you know, him and the MMA guy that Joe Rogan said was funny, and the guy came out and just one of the worst comics ever. Yeah, bro, that's just where it is right now. You know, and everyone gets their season, man, and shit changes. You know, there's always a new batch coming up. You know, you guys might be right, bro. Flagrant might be on the way out. And wouldn't that be something if Flagrant goes out and Fresh and Fit, even though demonetized and all that, are still around doing their thing? That would be crazy. Oh, my bad.
Alex, what's your favorite holiday movie?
Elf.
I was gonna say Elf.
Yeah.
Have you seen Home Alone? It's Home Alone.
No,
It's phenomenal.
All right, they're doing their commercial, so we'll continue to talk, man. It's yeah, Brandon Swab, bro. That guy, you know, I'm pretty sure that Rogan was just trying to encourage him and saying, hey man, you can be funny, but they didn't make him go through the process, man. To be a comedian, man, like starting out in open mics and doing all that shit, bro, you got to go through the process. And first of all, you got to determine, is this something you want to do? Because making people laugh is hard. And then learning the game, you know, getting your bits together and all that kind of shit, man, it takes years. There are no shortcuts. And then there are folks out there like, well, I'm just naturally funny. Bro, being naturally funny and getting on stage for 8 to 12 minutes are two completely different things. I mean, it is what it is. So you know what I mean? But having someone like Joe Rogan vouch for you, and then bam, you can get on any stage in Hollywood, you know, you get on any stage in Texas, and you get up there and you just bomb, because the club owners don't care. They just want butts in the seats. If you can get some butts in the seats, bro, they'll book you. I mean, you know, comedy clubs were booking, you know, social media influencers, and some still do. Because if they can book an influencer that can bring out 1,000 people, they're gonna book that guy. Right? They don't care. They're gonna book that guy. If they're like, man, we know we're gonna sell 1,000 tickets, we're gonna book this dude, and they don't give a shit. They don't care about the funny. They just want the ticket sales, the drinks and the food sales. So you got to learn all that. You know, you look at all of these comedians out here where, you know, it's gotten back to the point where people want funny. The people want to go out because money is getting scarce now. It's like, if I'm gonna go out and go to a comedy show, I want to laugh. And one of the things, like when we do our shows, we'll promote a show somewhere. We'll put it on, get some comics in there. I always pay my comics. I can't, you know, I won't be able to pay them like Hollywood prices, but you know, you're a struggling comic, but I think you're funny. I like your material. I think you're going to be a good fit for the show. I'll pay you, you know, anywhere from 10 to $100, depending on what we're doing and what the budget is. But my thing is, I want the people who come and pay their money to have a good show and laugh. I can't tell you how many times I've gone into like an improv or like the Laugh Factory or something like that, or that type of club like Caroline's, and you sit there and you pay your $50 or whatever, and then you get your 2-drink minimum, and you know, by the end of the night, you're down to $250, something like that. And no one was funny. Plenty of famous people, but no one was funny. And that's the one thing I'm like, I never want to do that. I want to make sure I have a good show so the people who paying their money will remember that show and they had a good time. But these comedy clubs, man, they don't give a shit. And Andrew Schultz and those guys, like Andrew Schultz is making millions now, man. He can just make movies. Right. And he can still go out, and his name is good in the comedy world. He can still go out and sell arenas. But Akaash might not be able to. You know, I've been talking to some comics out there, man, and lately the word is, prior to all this, Akaash was phoning it in anyway. He wasn't like coming out with a brand new 15, brand new 20. He wasn't putting together a new hour and just working out new material. He just comes out there, get on stage, sits down, does some crowd work, says some old jokes, and leave. So now, I mean, he's gonna have to really step his shit up, man. So SSB 2828, I think Akaash can save himself if he divorces the broad and builds a career off that, or he sinks with the ship. I mean, bro, you know, I don't know what their vows were, but most vows say you got to stay together for better or for worse or whatever. I get your logic there. I don't see him doing that. I think he just fucked. And I think for Akaash to survive, I think he's just gonna have to really get funny. Like, bro, he's gonna have to get back to like when he first started comedy and just be driven to get the best 1 hour that he can put together and do, like, get a new hour, go out there, rock it out, put together another new hour, get out there, rock it out, and just go super hard in the paint as a comedian and just forget about his wife. Don't bring her out. But the problem is he can't stop her from using social media. So even if he starts to get traction again, she's gonna do something crazy and then be like, oh, I didn't know what that meant. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna say something about her going out, eating out somebody. He's like, oh, I didn't know what that meant. I thought eating out meant we went to order Uber Eats. Like, girl, you know what eating somebody out means. Stop it. And I think you're right. People do have some sort of sympathy for Akaash, man. Like, I don't wish this on any man because, bro, just think of the legal ramifications, bro. He is unprotected, man. This is the worst situation, man. No prenup, man. No prenup. Go back and watch that James Sexton interview on Flagrant, man. James Sexton talked about this, but yeah, people do have sympathy for the guy, but he can be a hard guy to have sympathy for because he's just doubling and tripling down on this, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, the whole podcast was a little bit of a snake move to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm overdoing it. Nah, you're in the right ballpark, bro. You're in the right ballpark. The Austin comedy thing, man, Austin took the world by storm because what was going on with the pandemic. People were sick of LA because it cost so much money to live out there. There's a lot of craziness going out there. I know I was out there I did a 20-piece in LA. I was an air traffic controller. That was my career, but I was also a comedian. I was out doing my thing. Man, comics were looking for a reason to get out of LA. And when the pandemic hit, they took it. Austin, Atlanta, here in Tampa, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Chicago, people started going to other places. And people were trying to do like comedy online. I had people hit me up like, hey, you want to do a virtual comedy show? Like, absolutely not. That's not comedy to me. But here's a list of some comics that'll take the money. And my friends were like, yeah, man, I was doing these virtual shows. It sucked. You're doing a Zoom call, but you're trying to do your stand-up. There's no interaction. There's no energy. There's no nothing. You know what I mean? You're sitting there and seeing all kind of stuff on the screen. It's like, bro. So I'm like, nah, that's not comedy to me. So I think what's going to happen, looks like the Austin experiment is over. I mean, people are going to go back to LA. They're going to go back to the big cities, Dallas, New York, Atlanta, DC, Miami, and, just kind of pick it up from where it left off. And it's going to be, you're going to have to be funny. You're going to have to be funny. Bottom line. But let's get back to it. My bad. I kind of went off on a tangent. You know what I mean? SSB 2828, man, you got me going off on tangents, man. I appreciate you in the chat, though. Thank you so much.
You're able to pray. Mm-hmm. Is Akaash fully converted to Sikhism? No? He's getting there, though.
Yeah.
She goes to the mandir probably. She makes me go more than she's temple. Or we go to tired.
But which one would you do?
I would do the mandir.
The mandir
over the Gurdwara? Yeah. But you get free food at the Gurdwara.
Yeah, the langar.
We do get free food.
Yeah.
Yes, you the langar. Mark knows. He just did a video.
Yeah, we had the food at your wedding. That was great.
Yeah.
Well, the peanut butter stuff.
Yes. What was it?
Which part? Oh, the prashad?
Yeah.
It's brown sugar, ghee, and flour, like mixed together.
Yeah. She's actually non-cooking ass bitch.
Damn, we just called her a non-cooking ass bitch. Wow. He's bitter, bro. And Brother Pitney, you're right, man. He definitely played himself.
God, you could make that?
Keema.
Really?
It's useless.
Which is like Punjabi brown meat.
You can't say this with all due respect, please.
You gotta say with all due respect.
What?
I guess it's your wife.
I thought the internet was right about everything.
No.
Golding a horrible woman.
Yeah. Okay, so you can make all these things.
Yeah.
So you're presenting this version of yourself online that's not true.
But you're actually a trad wife.
I was committing to this bit because I thought that was the funny thing to do. But I'm not a comedian, obviously.
You're not fooling.
Obviously.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, she's funny.
All right, let's rank Asian people.
Okay, no, this is not
She
part of
will
the
do
flow.
it. Don't
This
do
isn't
it.
part of the
Okay.
flow.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we can't. Some of these questions she might answer, and then she might get in trouble in a different way.
Oh.
Can I ask you a question?
Black people.
Okay, nope, not that
No?
question.
Okay.
I don't know if
Okay.
you remember this. So this is, but people always say like that Monty's and stuff will say she's just like my mom. And I'm realizing what you remember my mom, you ask her anything and she'll be like, no, I don't want to answer that. And then she'll answer.
Yeah.
I'm realizing she does the exact same thing. Maybe that's why they get along so well. But if you ask these questions, she will answer.
Just
I
say
will
that's
answer.
inappropriate.
Your mom hit
Japanese.
me up when you your mom hit me up when you guys were going through it.
Oh yeah, dude. She was
I know she told me, she's like,
And
I
she was like-
texted Andrew. I told him my daughter-in-law is so nice.
She did. She's
and
like,
so sweet. I was like, oh my god.
she's like, I promise she was a virgin. I promise. And I was like, I'm not getting involved in this at all. She's like, I know, I can smell it. I was like, what is that?
We held up the sheets.
yeah.
This was pure.
But she was working PR for you. I just want to let you know. But I never doubted it. I never doubted
She
it.
was gonna
appreciate
type a comment on the YouTube. She had it, sent it to me. I
A
was like,
long
you know,
one.
yeah, a long one. I was like, you don't need to do all this.
Yeah, that was probably the best.
What do you guys say? Some people say this is a whole PR stunt for you to sell tickets and for you to
Who is that?
gain
I
popularity.
would rather it
I would
be a
love
PR
if that was
stunt.
true.
Yeah.
I would love
Wait a
if
minute,
that
is
was
that
true.
a is a narrative?
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, that now
I
you're
wish.
now
I saw
you're
a couple videos
Yeah.
of saying it's like a very strategic PR stunt.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
I wish I cared that little about my wife's reputation.
Yeah.
PR stunt. That was no PR stunt, man. She a freak. She was doing freaky things. You know what I mean? Akaash, like Will Smith, had an abusive alcoholic father, and he has no relationship with him. Hey, bro, that might be a thing, but you gotta understand, you know, Gen Xers, Akaash isn't that old, but like Gen Xers, bro, that was like standard, bro. You have abuse, you know, people dealing with alcoholism, you know, drug use and all that. We just had to get on with it, bro. But yeah, I mean, there could be something there. You know, with Will Smith, I mean, he's definitely a Gen Xer. You know, you can't go crying to, yo, my dad drinks and be beating on me and my mom. Like, bro, that happens to all of us. You know what I mean? It's kind of like in Good Will Hunting. You're like, oh yeah, I would choose that wrench every time. You know what I mean? Like that's real shit, bro. Like the Gen X and all the generations before that, man, we went through some shit. I mean, it is what it is. Brother Pig, you're absolutely right, man. There is definitely resentment there, bro. Because again, it's not just him, but it's his entire family. And that he was on the high horse talking big shit to Fresh and Fit, man. Like, that's what you get. Just in front of everyone, bro. He's sneaking them in, man. It's resentment. And as y'all peeped that Andrew Schultz was like, oh, when you guys were having trouble, like we already know that counselors and all kind of shit was involved. And like, how do you convince your family, if you're a Akaash, that no, she's really a good girl? And then her mother, like, no, I can tell she's a good girl. Man, little Shorty was getting it in college, man. She was doing her thing. She was popping that Pete.
I wish.
Same.
Lean in. Say you're gonna kiss at Radio City.
Oh yeah. We
Kiss
will do that.
reveal.
That's
Kiss reveal at
good.
Radio
We
City.
sell out Radio City. We will make out hardcore.
April
18th.
18th.
Now we're
April
talking.
18th.
April
If you
18th.
sell out
Radio
Radio City, I'll sign a prenup, a post-nup.
A post-nup.
Oh, okay, fire. Into this. I'm into this.
Have you seen any memes or content that you guys thought were funny?
Aisha chicken curry.
That was
Yes, we got to go through the funniest
objectively
one.
good. Objectively good.
Yeah.
I also like
Akaash is doing Radio City Music Hall in New York. Sell out Radio City Music Hall. I don't know, man. Especially if there's subredditors. If there's a anti-Akaash thing, he might not be able to sell that out. Does anyone know? Can anyone do me a favor? Because my setup is kind of messed up. I don't want to jump off the screen. Can anyone check capacity of Radio City Music Hall? Radio City, New York. What's the capacity of that theater? I'm a guess, man. I don't know. That's a big venue, right? That's where the Rockettes used to perform and all that, right? How many people can they get in there? I wonder if it's 5,000 seats. I wonder.
Aisha curry.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I can
that's
see it. Yeah. You're digging the hole again. Just saying,
I
you're
can see
digging the hole.
I can see your point.
What about Jada Pinkett Sing?
That one hurts a little, but it's funny.
Okay, what other ones were good?
I thought Ghislaine was hurtful. I didn't like that one at all.
Yeah,
Yeah, just I mean,
you said it.
unfortunately,
Why are you laughing?
No, I'm laughing because she told me, she goes, every time she said it, she would go, they're calling me Ghislaine. And it really hurts my feelings. But she couldn't say it without laughing every time.
the red dot table talk was good too.
Red
Red
Dot
Dot
Table
Table
Talk
Talk was
good.
good.
I saw a funny one that was actually I thought it was very disrespectful. Not funny at all. It said call her daddy, more like call center daddy. I was like,
That's
well,
good.
that's
really good.
Unfortunately, that's
Really
pretty good.
Yeah,
So
that's good.
cheers.
Yeah.
But it still pissed me off.
I saw one with you making out with the dog. And they were like, man, she'll kiss the dog and not Akaash.
That's
It's,
true. Yeah,
It is
I
true.
do. Yeah. I never done.
Brother Penny coming through. Keep her up the knowledge. Keep her up the knowledge. I appreciate you, fam. Like Radio City Music Hall, New York has a seating capacity of about 5,960 seats and is often rounded to about 6,000 in many descriptions, bro. So, oh, and look at that. We got SSB 2828 coming through as well. I appreciate that, fam. So, you know, for Akaash, they're going to round it down, call it 5,000. Man, 5,000 seats, man, that's a lot to sell in this economy, man. Like New Yorkers got the money, but the people with the money in New York, they're not going to fuck with it. The young kids with the money, man, I don't know, bro. I don't know. They're going to have to put Andrew Schultz in the lineup so they can use Andrew's name to promote it. Andrew Schultz can, he's doing Madison Square Gardens. So Andrew Schultz, if you got like special guest appearance by Andrew Schultz, that's going to sell you at least $4,000 tickets. That's $4K tickets right there. Just Andrew Schultz or no, and then Akaash only has to sell 1,000, and he can do 5,000. I would definitely round down, though. I wouldn't round up to 6. I would round down to give him a fair shot because you need giveaways and stuff like that. You're gonna have to give some tickets to your folks, so you can give away 960 tickets to your sponsors and all that. So that leaves you 5,000 tickets you got to sell. I think what's going to happen, I think what's going to happen, he should be doing the main room. He should be doing the main hall. If they're talking about Radio City Music Hall, he should be doing the main hall. And this is a pretty big gig for him. I would imagine that Akaash's wealthy friends will come out for him and buy those tickets and sell it out. You know how back in the day, for you young folks, you probably don't remember this, but for us old folks, before cable was king, before streaming, when your home football team, in order to get the home game broadcast locally, it had to be a sellout stadium. And then because the way the contracts would work, okay, now NBC will show your home game in your city, that NBC affiliate, but it had to be a sellout. And in Cincinnati, of course, we had a couple of runs. Still ain't got a Super Bowl ring yet, but I remember one year, this was Boomer Esiason, Collinsworth, and all in the Ickey Woods era and all that. Tim Crumrye. It was a playoff game, or no, it was a regular season game, but they hadn't quite sold out. And one of the companies bought the rest of the tickets. It might have been like 10,000 tickets that they just bought, so it'll be a sellout and it could be broadcast locally. And I think that something like that will happen with Akaash here. I think Akaash's friends, in particular Andrew Schultz, will make sure that those tickets get sold, even if they got to buy them themselves and just give them away. So I think, and then she said, if you sell out, I'll sign a post-nup. I'll hold her to that. I would 100% hold her to that.
Just kidding.
Now, would that have something to do with the fact that there's no romantic connection between you and the dog?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes.
He's my child. He's my son. So
Exactly.
don't think about it.
So
You
you
know?
would smother your son with kisses?
Yeah.
That makes sense because it's not romantic.
Yeah.
But when you kiss Akaash, there's like real horniness
Yeah,
behind
like
it.
he's
I
daddy.
think it's just like this.
Yeah. Akaash is daddy or what?
Zaddy.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's his favorite position?
Oh, you guys got a lot of.
You don't have to
Okay.
answer.
Okay.
Yo, fellas, you don't have to answer.
Jesus Christ, no one respects Akaash, man. This is just crazy. He's trying to keep her from answering it. I think she's gonna answer it anyway. But yeah, bro, that's how I used to work before streaming. Now you can just buy whatever NFL package you want on whatever platform and watch whatever games you want to watch. But back in the day, bro, we were all slaves to the networks, man. It was crazy how where we got Brother Mike on the building was good, man. Good to see you, man. Definitely awkward, man.
I got one of those.
See, guys, this is
Okay,
how
I'll
comfortable. What?
No, I won't say.
No, Akaash,
You almost said it.
Yeah.
Okay, was there, before we wrap this up, was there anything that you saw? Was there anything that, like, obviously all the things I imagine made you feel bad. Was there anything that...
Real quick, y'all saw that cut, right? They cut something. I bet you she said it. I bet you she answered the question, even though Akaash said no and Shoshin don't say. I think she answered it, bro. They cut it. It was a jump cut there. Wow.
Specifically bothered you, or
I mean, I think people talking about the sore butthole story, because that was more kind of like an assault story, but I didn't want to label it as such because I didn't think it was super traumatizing, and I had already shared one.
Right.
And I feel like the internet has a quota for girls of like how many assault stories they could share, regardless of if it's true or not. Like, obviously,
you think the internet would be like, oh, every story she tells.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to do that. So I was like, oh, this happened. I didn't really say it's okay.
So what happened, if you don't mind saying?
Well, I mean, so I was living in.
There's no getting out of this. They saved this for last. All this shit is damning. I can't sit here and say this is the most damning thing that she said. I can't say that. All this shit is damning. She's about to tell a story of how she met some dude, went on a dude with a guy she met on some dating app. I think it was Hinge. Brings the dude back to the crib, let her sleep at her place in her bed, and she wakes up and says, "Oh, my butt was hurting." And it's implied that they had some sort of sexual intercourse or contact without her permission. But no one believes it, bro. So let's listen to it, man. Let's hear this shit out, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, it's like, yo, she's not pretty, huh? But you know what? Akaash thinks she's the most beautiful woman on the planet, man. This is why, fellas, I can't stress this enough. Learn to keep your emotions in check. Do not allow your emotions out even a little bit. Because if you do, you can find yourself in this situation, bro. And like I said, man, it ain't her fault. Game, peep game, bro. She won. Right? It's like, And if she were to go and say, hey, let's do a post nup so we can go out and say you have a post nup, I guarantee you that post nup is going to guarantee that she gets tens of millions of dollars, probably 20 million. I do this post nuptial, but I'm guaranteed $20 million if you ever leave me or if I ever leave you for any reason whatsoever. And if I get caught cheating, you can't do nothing to me. Anyway, let's listen to her talk about this sexual situation that she had that left her butthole hurting.
In San Francisco, working on
Definitely
my
a
internship.
butt thing would happen there. Not shocking at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is like when Tinder first came out. There was no Bumble, there was no Hinge. I met this guy on Tinder, whatever. Like, we were like just feeling like the vibes, and I stupidly was like, oh, you can sleep over, but like not really wanting to hook up that much, because again, for me, like I was just like, okay, maybe we can make out and just like whatever and cuddle. But then I guess he like wanted.
Was this guy Indian?
No, he was like Asian.
He took it very differently than I've learned this translation.
Wait, what do you mean?
An Indian guy might understand what an Indian girl means when she says we're hooking up. It doesn't mean we're fucking.
There's something conservative.
I think most American.
I was thrown off by her inviting him over. Because when I've been invited over, that usually means, oh, we're fucking.
No, I know. That was, again, stupid decision on my part. I was like 21. So it's like, I really just like, I don't know, like I just was making bad decisions all around. So it's like.
You still are, love.
I was like, okay, like we'll kiss, whatever. I don't remember, honestly, I don't even remember too much, but I just remember him like trying to like sneak a finger. And I was like, no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
But like then the next day, like, it was like kind of feeling sore, but it wouldn't, like if it had been anything else, it would, that would have been a whole.
Bro. She's telling the story, and look at Akaash, man. He has to sit here and say that that's my wife. It's crazy. You know what I mean, Brother Michael, do I find her attractive, man? She's cute. You know what I'm saying? She's cute. I ain't gonna say I'm not gonna say she a dime, but you got to put her up there. You know what I mean? She's petite. She's fit. She got a little shape to her. You got to put her up there, bro. I put her up there at a 7. Again, we run the scale 0 to 10 over here. 5 is the median, right? She's definitely 2 steps above the median. I give her a 7. And that's really based on the fitness and all that. But I'm not really into like petite girls, but she's kind of cute, man. But she's no dime. But she's, again, for him, that's his 10. You see how, everyone's scale's a little bit different, man. Everyone's scale's a little bit different. 100% rec use, bro. 100% rec use. You know what I mean? Brother Piss, like, oh, wait a minute, let's go up to the top. Like, she might be broadcasting a revisionist version of the story to avoid certain insults, which is exactly, I agree with you, bro. That's what she's doing. They absolutely was smashing. She brought dude back to the crib to smash. Most members of polite society are reluctant to call a SA victim any names that imply promiscuity, right? That's true. It sounds like the encounter was consensual. She's just trying to save face. And I agree with you, man. I agree with you, bro.
Other story, it would have been like, it would have heard something,
Yeah.
So it was just like that.
So this was a creep pervert that was trying you. And the internet ran off with this crazy narrative of something completely different.
Yeah.
Yo, security, you got to find those guys.
Yeah, we got to get them. We got to get them.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Can I be?
But just think about it, man. How many dudes are locked up serving time over stories like this, man? How many dudes done got deleted by family members of the woman, like going out looking for this dude, only to find out that, it was a lie or it was consensual and then it changed or whatever? You got to be careful out there, fellas, especially today, man. I can't tell you how many times we've been in situations where dudes come up to us talking about some chick. It's like, what? It's just kind of like that NWA movie thing. It was like that Bye Felicia scene. That kind of stuff happens all the time. It's like, bro, why you down here trying to look for some chick? She down here naked doing what she's doing. You done brought a pistol on one of your homeboys talking about you coming with me, bro. Y'all can have her. Never, ever fight for a woman's attention, bro. Just don't do it. And affection. Just don't do it. If she out there doing her thing with other people, if she's like, I'm going to use my hall pass, let her use the hall pass while she getting her back blown out. Get all your stuff out the crib or get all her stuff together. And when she come back to the crib, all her stuff is sitting outside. And get the locks changed the next day. That's how you do it the same day if you can. Again, this is why, fellas, you got to keep your emotions in check.
This guy up?
Yeah.
Probably not.
No, you can.
You can take him.
That's what's up.
Outsource.
We can outsource,
We got security.
Yeah.
We got security.
Get the rose to his head. You got it. Incapacitate him.
Akaash asking, you think I could beat this guy up? Akaash, you ain't beating nobody up, fam, and you know it. That's one of the things, bro. That's probably why he's in the comedy. Like, well, I'll say these things and I can just make light of it and joke and haha, no one gets hurt. I bet you Akaash has been hit in his mouth, though. I bet you he's been punched in the mouth.
Anything else? What other things popped up? We gotta get it all out.
Yeah, we need to get it all out.
We need to purge.
I'm not gonna be happy.
Dermatologist video.
That one pissed me off. That was outrageous and completely uncalled for.
Yeah. So tell us why you were showing your cheeks to the guy and asking if he's single.
To a single Indian doctor.
Can I just give the whole lore? Okay,
Yes.
Looking back, I get it. It was stupid. I was being stupid, okay? But we all make mistakes. But just to be
Good
fair.
point. Technically, we do.
Yeah. So what happened was I actually fell in Pilates class. I fell on my ass. Me and Akaash happened to have an amazing romantic weekend together.
Where?
What position? Or where? Sorry, hold on.
This is in New York City. Just whatever, enjoying life. And maybe we had just gotten the rose toy too. So it was like also really fun.
What's the rose toy?
Andrew,
You can't ask.
What's the rose
This
toy?
is inappropriate.
Is it a toy for sexual things?
Yeah.
It makes things very easy and efficient.
Whoa.
You'll never have to go down again.
But it's not penetrative.
This is Akaash's like
This is my
massage parlor.
outsourcing.
Yeah.
This is my outsourcing.
You are an enigma, though.
Whoa.
No. You are like you're so what? What?
Remember when Myron was, called all that heat for saying you gotta be sexually experienced, you gotta have so many bodies. You know, Myron's number was real high, but it is what it is. This is why you need to be sexually experienced. Akash can't even please his wife sexually. He got to bring in toys. I mean, yeah, I've been in situations where we use toys, but you got to establish yourself first. If I'm using toys just because I'm calling it in, I don't really feel like doing nothing. So we're gonna break out your toys, you know what I'm saying? Plug it into everything, make the lights dim because you're taking so much power to run these toys. We're gonna do whatever we gotta do to get her there. Cause I ain't got no problem being a 5 pump chump and I'm done. So I'm like, look, I'm gonna give you 5 pumps. So let's use your toys to get you there. Okay, you there? Boom, I can jump in real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, finish, and we can all go to sleep. But you do that on your off night. You know what I mean? Like you got to come in and establish that you know what you're doing. Akash has never done that, and this is why I believe wholeheartedly she's out here. She's got dudes, boy, smacking it up, flipping it, rubbing it down, and face down, ass up. She's getting all that. SSB 2828. Do you think therapy is a good idea for him? I know he already has a therapist, but people say he's running his pockets. Yeah, I was gonna say that, man. Like Akash has already been in therapy, bro, and I'm pretty sure that he talks about her all the time. Therapy works if it works for you, bro. Like that's one of those things. I'm like, hey, man, give it a shot. I never believed in therapy at all, ever, until I had a horrific event on the job at work that resulted in the loss of life, and I was an air traffic controller guy, so this shit can happen. And man, I didn't know how to handle that. It's not that I was some sort of stranger to death, and I'm not, I've been dealing with death my whole life, but the stuff I was dealing with, military or street related, that made sense. Like, you're in a war, people are gonna die. You're in the streets, right? That's urban tactics. People gonna die, stick up kids, robberies, hitting licks, this and that. That made sense to me. But as an air traffic controller, that system didn't make sense to me. That people can lose their lives. Lots of people can lose their lives. Making headline news and being on the front page of a major news publication, man, that kind of shit it's just a lot to deal with. So I was pissed at the FAA because they really, in my opinion, didn't do a good job looking out for me and the folks that were involved. It was what it was. So I saw that we had a program that the FAA had to pay for. You can go see a counselor. So I picked the most expensive counselor I could find, this doctor in Beverly Hills. And she was qualified doctor, all that kind of stuff, man. And it actually helps. I went in there. I was set up for, I think at the time you can get 5 sessions, right? Within 2 sessions, I was good. She was really good. I mean, she had all the letters behind her name, and she had all of the schooling and all that kind of stuff. Man, this woman was really good at her job, and she was able to help me work through that, and it worked for me. Now, that's really the only time I've ever used, therapy. Be honest with you, I've had people drag me to therapy. I've had court ordered, counseling because I'm caught up in the child support trap. I've had to deal with that, but I just tell folks, I'm like, look, man, give it a shot. If it works for you, cool. Make sure you find that therapist that can work with you and really understand how you process and how you deal with shit. This doctor, turns out she was like, yeah, I take these cases because the money she got was not even a quarter of what she normally gets. It was, her hourly rate was so high. And that kind of made me mad because I'm like, I'm just doing this. I want them to pay you money. She's like, they're not even paying me my rate. I do this because it keeps me sharp, and I want more than just, these rich people coming in here, boo hoo, whatever. I want real stuff. When I told her what was going on, her eyes lit up. She was really like, okay, and I'm not gonna say her name because I don't want to say something that might get her in trouble or people look at her sideways. But she was amazing, man. She was on point. I just did a couple sessions, and I was trying to get the government to pay like the other 3 sessions. I want her to get every session just to get the money. And she was like, you don't need me anymore. Get out. Get out of my office. If you got any problems, the door's always open for you. Come back. I would love to see you, but get out. She kicked me out, y'all. But she fixed me. She helped me get through that situation, bro. Like I said, I didn't need much help, but I did need to be nudged in a certain direction because I didn't know how to process that. You know, whenever there was a loss of life in the world that I grew up in, there was always get back. All right, cool. We're going to settle this, whether it was in the streets or whether it was in the military. Uncle Sam is in the business of get back, bro. Uncle Sam will come find you, bro. Somebody going to get some. So you can't deal with that FAA situation where people are falling out the sky with some get back because that's not a thing. Something happened. There was a mistake or mistakes made. Maybe there was a mechanical thing made. Something went wrong. It's not about revenge. It's just about we got to do everything we can to not let this happen again. You know what I mean? So this is a long-winded way of me trying to answer your question, brother, about therapy. Do I think it's a good idea for Akaash? He's already doing it. He's going to continue to do it. Whether he's getting his pockets ran by a therapist or not, he has the money. He's going to do whatever. Akaash is just going to have to sit with this. And he's going to have to just get comfortable with the fact that he can't trust his wife. He doesn't know which way is up. I do. You do. The rest of us can figure it out, but he doesn't quite know which way is up. So it is what it is. And the podcast is just, it's a little bit of gaslight. They're doing this for Akaash. They don't want him to look too bad, but it's just no way around it. And they're going to get views. I mean, it's hot, man. It is what it is, Brother Page. Like, that's why she's out there hitting on her podcast co-host husband. Exactly. She's in the market for high quality Johnson. That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And Mangel will tell you, get some, man. Mangel's former Green Beret. The United States military is in the business of get back, bro. Don't fuck with America, man. They'll get you back. It might not even make the news. They'll send guys trained like Mandrill to slide into your country one night when you think you're safe and warm in your bed. Next thing you know, boom, you done got blown up and you in the afterlife. Right? And they'll be out of there. You wouldn't even know they was there, bro. I heard stories. There was a story. I don't know if it's urban legend or not, but it's not urban legend. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. I'm going to break it down for you. The Green Berets, Navy SEALs, Army Rangers, Delta, these guys, right? These tier 1 operators are so good. They could be in your house with you and your family home for 3 days, a week, and you wouldn't even know it. That's how damn good they are, bro. That's how damn good they are. And Mandrell has that training, and he's in the chat. So watch what you say. Mandrell, you think he'll never find me? Shit, he be sitting outside your house right now. You wouldn't even know it. But let's get back to this.
Why? That's a word, right?
I know.
It is
just
a word.
The energy is great.
Yeah.
Hard energy.
You're leaving that.
The Hard R Hotel, dude. That was a lot.
Okay, an enigma. Okay. Oh God, it
It
shows
ended with the A, so it's different.
Yeah. What is? Oh,
Not that.
chill
No,
out.
not
Chill
that.
out. There's a woman here.
Not that. No, not
Okay.
that.
Just
We
the
all use
outside.
that one. Nothing goes inside. That's
Yeah,
Okay,
just
okay.
that one. Yeah.
No.
You don't,
Okay.
yeah, you don't have to
but
cigarette
you're
lighter
comfortable sharing this.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then there's other things you're not.
Because I also feel like this could help girls out. You know,
Yeah.
I'm on an SSRI, so sometimes you need like a little boost. So
Yes.
why not?
Yes, this is why I think that there's
get
confusion.
confused, yeah.
Because to feel comfortable talking about that, but then also not feel comfortable with certain
Yeah.
sexual things. That's where the brain goes. I have to make up something.
I don't know. It's hard for me. I mean, I just am existing. I'm not trying to like, the only thing I try to do is just be myself on TikTok, but like 10 times extra.
Yeah.
And again, like not to justify,
We'll go down
but
to
I
2
feel
times.
like I've been with Akaash since I'm 22, and I feel like I've learned so much of my humor from him, my personality from watching you guys. I've hung out with so many comedians, so I'm like, oh, like be extreme, be funny, as long as your actions are a good person. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh, I can say whatever I want.
Don't you blame
Obviously,
this
I
on
can't.
us.
No, you're right. You're
Can't blame
right.
this on us,
I'm
Jess.
just trying to give context.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not blaming it on you guys.
Fair enough. Okay, so you were saying you guys had a really horny weekend with your toy.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And so what happened was, as a joke on TikTok, I showed the bruise, like not like I didn't show my full ass cheek, but I just show a little bit. Cause again, like repressed Indian girl, I'm like, oh, I can dress however I want as long as I don't actually do anything. So I'm like, okay, you know, tell me you had a good weekend with your husband without telling me, show the little bruise. Rishi, who's my dermatologist and my brother, amazing like practitioner, he was like, I've gone to him for hyperpigmentation. It really bugs me. And he's like, hey, I just want to let you know, if you don't treat this, this is going to pigment. And then he knows he's going to have to deal with me later. Like, please, can you get rid of the scar? So he's like, I would just treat it like ASAP or whatever. So I'm like, okay, perfect. I'll come in. And then again, me being stupid, like, cause I want to go on double dates. I'm like, oh, he's single. And I'm like having like this like tongue in cheek thing of like kind of alluding to me and Akaash having sex, even though I actually found Pilates. So the whole thing was taken out of context.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, look at that man. Look at that man. He's listening to her story. He's like, bro, she's a 304. She won the game. I ain't mad at her. I ain't mad at her. She a 304. This is what you get, son. And you out here talking mad crazy to Fresh and Fit. I mean, you ain't got. I don't agree with everything Myron says. I don't agree with everything Rich Cooper says, or Michael Surtain, or Rolo, or Taraban, or whoever you want to name. But damn, I am 100% on board with the message. And Akaash is sitting here. Look at him, man. Does that look like the face of a happy camper? Bro, look at him, man. His wife is supposed to be this woman who is so innocent and pure, but she has no problem showing her butt cheeks to dudes, whatever. I mean, and she's like, well, I'm just a suppressed Indian girl. Like, no, you're not. You a super freak. You're super freaky. Hey, yo. That's Rick James, bitch. Super freak. And he married her. He married her. And he has to deal with this. I mean, fam, y'all might be right, bro. You might be right. SSB 2828, bro. This might be the undoing of Flagrant.
I never said I had strong dick.
That's
this
fair.
is really, if anything, affirming for me.
That's fair.
But did that make more sense, like, to the context?
Yes, of course.
Okay,
But at the same time,
Absolutely not.
the issue is always like
people's perception.
Yeah, the perception.
I think the big disconnect with you is like, and also there's a version with both of you. Is it you guys are so fucking innocent because you've never been with anybody. So when you say weird sexual things, you think it's absurd.
Yeah.
But you are unique in your innocence with each other.
I think that was a mistake I made, is like thinking that people would understand that.
They
like,
will not.
Yeah, they won't.
Because the immediate reaction to anybody like who's had, because Alex and Mark is more similar to you guys. And he's been with his wife, right? So it's like, whereas Alex and I have, we've had other chicks and like our, wives have had as well. And then we got to think about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Yes. We were horse. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All the horse.
Come on.
Which is exactly what Myron said. They had the experience. They saw who this young girl was a mile away. Akaash couldn't see it because he didn't have the experience. Like, I don't know. You can name your body count. Does your body count have to be 50, 100? Could your body count just be 8, 3, 10, somewhere in there? That's up to you to decide. You'll know when you've gotten enough sexual experience so you can see what's going on with young women today, whatever that number is. Right? I think it's going to be north of 10 to really get a good idea what's going on. And for most guys, they're like, yo, you had 10 women? They think that's a big number because most guys get zero access. 10 is a big number. You've managed to get 10 women to be intimate with you, bro. That takes some game. If you ain't paying for it, of course, like that takes some game. So all men should consider that.
No, I know. But like, so that we're there is a part of us probably comparing and feeling insecure and maybe feeling potentially inadequate.
Yeah.
Right. So that runs through our minds, where you guys have been with nobody. So you can feel confident being
Yeah, I think, to be fair to everyone, there was a time in our relationship where I would have been more insecure, but when like she's essentially homeless with me and didn't go anywhere and stayed right by my side, I think the jokes don't bother me, because it's like, when you're broke as fuck, you see exactly who a person really is. Like, I've seen her at her core, good, bad, all of it. So I know who she is enough that none of these things I'm ever gonna take seriously, because I've seen her. We've been at the absolute bottom. She's seen me at my absolute worst.
This guy right here, man, it's like Brother Pitney says, man. That, my friends, is the face of regret personified. I mean, that's the truth, man. This is not a happy camper, but he's stuck in his situation. And, I get where he's coming from. Like, yo, in his mind, it's the most beautiful woman in the world. I never do better than this. And she was with me when at my worst, man. I was on the floor, man. We ain't had nothing. Right? Because she's not a real dime. Like a real dime ain't fucking with him. This is a chick who, she was in it for the long game. She's like, man, can't get no worse than this. I can always go home. Right? And this dude, you know what I'm saying? His homie is big. Akaash is going to get there. And guess what? Her bet paid off.
So if I make these jokes, if I call her a bitch or whatever, she's like, I know this. Like at our absolute worst, we still loved each other. We still stayed by each other's side. So I think that's what I didn't realize also. And I didn't think I was nearly famous enough to become a meme.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
That is beautiful. Now, is with your guy.
So Mandrell, he was making bread, bro. But I mean, it might have been 6 figures, but he was living in New York and his money wasn't coming in. You know how the artists are, bro. His money wasn't coming in. He's not getting like, $8,000 to $10,000 a month every month like clockwork. He might get, all right, we got 2,000 this month. Next month we might get 30,000. You know what I mean? The next 2 months we might get 0. Then a month after that we might get another 40,000. You know what I mean? He might have got to 100 grand, but it was piecemeal. So I can see him losing the apartment. Like, shit, man, I thought this man was going to come in. I thought that gig was going to come through. I thought I was going to get that writing gig. I thought that audition was going to come through. That's the life as an entertainer. And she stood there with him the whole time. That's what he's kind of locked in on. But again, any excuse is good enough for him to just justify what's going on, bro. I mean, that is what it is. And he's SSB 2828 saying he's twisting the story. They broke up when he went broke. Word? He got his money up and then they got back together. I mean, allegedly, right? We're gonna go ahead and throw that out there. But this is gonna come out, man. People gonna stay on top of this, bro. This is just, man, this is food for YouTube, bro. Not lots of somebodies are making a ton of money off of this, bro.
Guys' relationship, like neither of you come from these like loving marriages, right? Is it cool to experience love? Is it what you think of when you see in movies? Like,
yeah.
What is that? I'm curious what that's like. I was very privileged. Like my parents were really in love with each other, and that was kind of my expectation. You guys discovered it for the first time.
Yeah, it's so funny because I was literally talking to my therapist, and I think I was kind of getting tearful because I was thinking about my mom and everything that she went through in her marriage, which obviously wasn't great, and like just immigrating to this country with like 2 little girls, and like just so many things that she had to go through that. I was like, I feel so bad that she had to live this life, but now I get to live this like beautiful, luxurious, glamorous life with this guy who like treats me like a princess. And then my therapist was like, yeah, but in a way it's so beautiful because you're kind of living like her American dream.
Wow.
So it's like, I really think that for Akaash too, because I know that my mother-in-law was also in a similar kind of situation. And I feel like for us, we really got so, lucky to like find each other and find our like soulmates in each other. I wish that my mom, who's like the most amazing lady in the world, could have experienced that, and maybe she'll kind of experience that like later in this chapter. But yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
This is bullshit. And all the dudes on the sofa are thinking exactly what I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Alex, Mark, the 2 security guys, they're all thinking, man, she full of shit, bro. That's all game. That's all game. So SSB 2828, man, you might be onto something with they broke up and she left and he had to get his money up. But Brother Penny is saying like, man, and I agree with you, Brother Penny, man, she doesn't seem like the type to put up with struggle of. I agree with you 100%. She doesn't show him respect the way a girl that's really down for her would. Really down for him would. She also likes designer bags and clothes too much. So yeah, we supposed to believe she went from I'll sleep on the floor with you to my Chanel outfits need 6-inch gaps between them in a hurry. You're right, man. Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. It doesn't add up. And people who are watching this are like, Jesus. You know, for a podcaster, this is the gift that keeps giving. It doesn't add up. You know, it is what it is.
Well, it is.
That is beautiful.
It's what your parents sacrificed so you guys can have this kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
And I truly, like, again, I think that's it. She actually realized it faster than I did, but now I'm like, oh, that's my soulmate. So again, the jokes don't bother me. I know what's happening, and go buy I like encourage her to buy stuff early on because
you gotta cut that shit.
I know, maybe, but early on, dude, and you didn't go through this.
Chill out.
Being broke with your girl and not being able to buy her anything is so fucking emasculating that when we started making a little bit, we saved for years.
These guys.
And when she was like, I don't know if we can afford this. I'm like, no, I promise we're safe. She was more anxious for a long time. I was like, no, this is like, I think even therapeutic for you, for us. Like,
I feel like, it would almost like teach me like a little bit of exposure therapy. I mean, now probably not, but like in the beginning,
not.
Yeah, it's probably like, oh, it teaches your brain like, okay, this is safe. I can do this activity, like just like how posting on TikTok was, and like whatever else. But I mean, now, yeah.
But it is interesting that you're gonna have a different relationship, you know, to the money that Akaash makes when you guys were locked in before you had anything.
Yeah.
You know, and you will feel more part of that journey with him.
Yeah.
Than like if Akaash is this fucking multimillionaire and then he like finds you and then you have that attitude. But what the internet just sees is a completely different picture, which is like, okay, he's got this beautiful girl and she like buying bags, and that's what the thing
No,
is.
optically it makes sense that she would be a gold digger. She's much hotter than me.
No, stop saying that. You're fine, bro.
No, you're the prize. You're the prize.
I look decent with a shirt on.
We just said Anyway, listen.
Now, in the interest of turning all the stones, can you dispel a rumor? I heard a narrative online that you guys were together and then you took a break for like 2 years, and then when you started making money, you came back. Can you?
Oh, there it is.
No, we took a break for like a month or 2 months.
After I started making money, post Patreon. What an idiot!
Boy,
he
had a different confidence when he was rich, right? Yeah, he was telling you to shut up more.
No, I get 12 shut the fuck ups a year.
Oh, that's the rule?
Yeah.
That's a great deal.
I got 8 left. Happy holidays.
All right. I feel like we've done a pretty good job here.
Listen,
So there it was right there, man. Looks like you were right. Looks like they did break up. And they're twisting the story around a little bit, man, because they're trying to save face all the way around. In order to save face for Akaash, he has to try to make her look better. And we're just going to go with, you're just naive and stupid. And you know what these terms mean, you know, rotation and all that, where, you know, roster and all this. Well, I just met dates and we were just making out. Not in college, baby. Not with the frat boys. The frat boys ain't going to waste time like that. The frat boys coming to get it. You know what I mean? And if you ain't trying to give it, all right, bye. They're moving on. They are moving on, bro. So, you know, this one right here, bro, 2828 is like, I know people say dating younger women is okay, but mentally, sometimes it's not good. 22-year-old was playing a 31-year-old. Yeah, man, that's the game, man. The game is cold, bro. The game is cold. And here's the thing, that's on the Akaash. This is why, again, had he listened to the Fresh and Fit stuff, like, you don't have to do everything, but just, you know, listen to the game being broadcast. Like, oh, man, this is how it works. Older men are attracted to younger, beautiful women. Facts. 100%. But if those dudes aren't gamed up, when they finally get themselves a woman, like in Akaash's case, Akaash keeps saying how beautiful he is. This is the most beautiful woman ever in the world. Bro, like I said, I'm trying to give her a 7. You know what I mean? Just trying to be nice here. But Akaash is saying this is a 10. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I done ran through just comedy groupies that are finer than Shorty. I had this one chick. Man, she was from Sierra Leone. Where was she from? No, it wasn't Sierra Leone. But anyway, this little petite, little something, bro. She was a cool kid in Hollywood. She had come to a bunch of my shows in Hollywood. She ran with a group of people that I recognized but didn't really interact with. And one day she saw me. And we're talking about like after a year and a half of seeing me around. One day she saw me. She was by herself. I'm always by myself. Little shorty took me to her crib. And bro, it was on. And little shorty was way finer than Akaash's wife. This little shorty she was from, where was she from? Man, it was one of those exotic spots. Like, she was the only person I ever met from this place. I can't think of it now because I'm old and my brain ain't working. But I told the story on one of the episodes, man, back in the day, maybe a couple years ago or something like that. Man, where the fuck was she from? But anyway, long jet black hair, caramel, you know, dark, like caramel skin tone. Man, she was fit as I don't know what, real petite. Had money, daddy's girl. Just probably kind of similar to what's going on here with Shorty. And I guarantee you, she never told anybody about our encounter. She simply put that encounter, you know what I mean, up in that closet and pushed it shut with the rest of the stuff she had in there, bro. Shorty didn't just have bones in her closet, man. She had a full-blown cemetery in there. But that's what she wanted to do. Shorty saw me. She was like, what's up? She recognized me. She knew who I was. To the crib. I don't even remember her name, bro. I don't even think we said each other's names or even asked. We were just like, she's like, hey, you know, you do the show at Cabo Cantina, like, well, Corona. You did the show at Corona Cantina, like, yeah, that's right. And you be hanging out with the, you know, the Saddle Ranch kids. She's like, yeah. She started naming everybody's name, like, yeah. I see him around all the time. What's up with you? Boom. An hour later, bro, I was in her bedroom making it happen, man. She had, what I remember about that encounter is how many pets she had. My God, man, dog, cat, rabbit, ferret, fish, bird. There's like a talking bird in there. Turtle. She had something else. It's walking in her place, very nice looking place, but it smelled like a petting zoo in there, bro. But I ain't care. I ain't care. Man, we tore it up, bro. She let me smash every which way except she wouldn't let me bend her over. She was like, no. It was hilarious. Where was she from? Bangladesh? No. But she was from that part. She was from that part of the world. Southwest Asia somewhere. That's where her people were from. She was from that part of the world. But man, oh man, when you dealing with the young girl, man, your game got to be on point. If your game ain't on point, bro, it's going to be a problem for you. And if she runs your pockets, man, that's just how the game is. I did hear the Rolex story, bro. I did hear the Rolex story. But this is, I mean, he's quite happy to do it, man. He's completely in love. He doesn't want any help from the red pill world. He completely doesn't, believe in or agree with the narrative coming from that side of of the world. And this is what he gets. And he's smart enough to understand. Akaash is smart enough to know that he fucking lost his game. There's nothing he can do about it. Nothing. There's nothing he can do about it. And he also probably firmly understands that his days are numbered. She's going to leave him. She is going to leave him. And you're right, bro. Akaash calls his wife a 304, man, in front of everyone. The jokes don't bother me. Okay. Calls his wife a whore in front of everyone. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Love you guys. I mean, obviously,
Love you guys.
What happened, but I hope everybody who watches. I mean, the internet is going to do whatever the fuck the internet wants to do.
Yeah.
But I hope if anybody actually does watch, they get a better idea of
Sri Lanka, bro. The story I was telling, the young woman, she was from Sri Lanka. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Never met a Sri Lankan before in my life. She was amazing. Extremely Americanized. Whew, what a night.
your guys' relationship. And I hope you go moving forward, you understand how different your guys' relationship is from most people.
Yeah,
and like
sure.
sometimes the reactions they have, not every reaction is, oh, they're completely off.
Right.
They're just reflecting what they would be in a relationship and going, oh, I would feel
It's their
uncomfortable.
experience and our experience is abnormal.
Some guys are bad actors, obviously. And then some people are going, what the hell is going on with this? Like, I love Akaash. Like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And but yeah, I'm stoked that you guys got to come on, and I wish you well. I'm betting on you guys staying together.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So for 2027, I got money on that.
I'm gonna throw that.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
Anyway, thank you so much for coming, Jesslyn. Love you guys so much.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Guys, let's take a break for a second. You need to take care of your skin.
Bro. Man, that was not good. That was, man, can I say that was the best they could do in this situation? Nah, they could have done better. I mean, they should have just kept it real. They should have kept it 100. And again, it's just a matter of time before the pictures surface, bro. They're going to be nudes. And I think the only reason those pictures haven't come out now is because you can get arrested if you put those pictures out there, bro. They'll charge you like a case now. But I'm telling you, there's going to be like a blurred out version. Pictures are coming, bro. I'm telling you, pictures are coming. And then, of course, they're going to say, it's CGI. But Akaash is going to know the difference. You can't have a relationship without trust. There's no trust there. You can see in his body language, Akaash doesn't trust his wife. right? And here's the thing, man. You know, when you're dealing with young women, especially young women, man, you want to stay away from the people who are 100% attention whores. You know, ladies, if you're dealing with a guy who's an attention whore, you want to stay away from him. Guys, you certainly want to stay away from women who are attention whores. Because here's the deal. They are successful. Together, she has access to more money than 99.9%, you know what I mean, of people she know. Think about that, bro. Like, they're definitely in the 1% of earners in this country. And if you're in the 1% of earners in America, that puts you in what, the top point something percentile in India. She doesn't need money, bro. She wants attention and she wants validation. And she wants it from everywhere except from the guy who gives it to her. That's all he does is give her attention and try to kiss her and buy her stuff and try to, you know, win her validation. And he can't do it. She wants it from everyone else. He's screwed. He's screwed, bro. He's absolutely screwed. So the lesson you can learn from this, guys, is, again, keep your emotions to yourself, vet, and anyone who's after attention like that, bro, that's a red flag. If you're making millions and millions of dollars, you're living in New York City, one of the most expensive places to live on planet Earth. You're going shopping all the time. You're putting money away so you can buy a place in the Hamptons. You're flying whenever you want to fly, going all over the world. Why do you need money? Why? She's like, I want to do this and I'm making my money. And she made that statement. You notice they didn't even talk about that when she said, my money is my money, his money is our money, or something like that. They didn't even talk about that. There's so many things that they did not talk about, which I get it. And Akaash is just sitting there the whole time, stuck on stupid. Bro, I don't know, man. How do you get out of this? There's nothing you can do. You damned if you do, damned if you don't. You know, at this point, it's probably for him cheaper to keep her and just whatever. We got sex toys because I can't please her sexually. Jesus, y'all talking about this? Like, wow. She is getting, let's call it the joystick. She getting some joystick from some dude somewhere. She getting sexually satisfied without equipment, right? So, and the only way he can do is with equipment. And he's just kind of sitting there. He's like, oh, I'm in the gym because I don't want to be so fat. There's no excuse for Akaash being fat. He's a little dude, man. Just, bro, your wife would love nothing better than to hire a nutritionist. They could get, buy pre-made meals and give it to Akaash. Just show a little discipline, bro. Don't eat no hot dogs and hamburgers, man. Eat the pre-made meal that you paid for. Hit the gym 3 days a week. It ain't that hard, bro. I'm pretty sure that they can get some workout stuff on the set. He can just start doing push-ups. You know what I mean? On set, he can do whatever. They can put a pull-up bar in there. He can do sit-ups and crunches, planks. You know what I mean? Akaash, the little dudes, if you're a short guy, there's no excuse for you not being ripped up. It's going to be easier for you to do it. The taller guys have a harder time, more body mass. But bro, man, this right here, man, this right here, it's crazy. Yeah, he basically called her a gold digger. You're right about that, man. He basically did. Let this be a lesson for anyone out there, bro, in today's sexual marketplace, in today's dating world, bro. This is what it is. There are some women out there like that, man. Am I saying most women are like that? No. But I will say that I believe there are more women today that are like that than it was when I was coming up. So you got to be real careful, man. And y'all know this technology, man, social media and all that, this changed the game to a degree that, Gen Xers don't even recognize this shit anymore, bro. The boomers are like, what is this? You got to be careful, guys. And yeah, Akaash is trying to play into that lovable Gump thing. You know what I mean? It's like, and Forrest Gump is right, man. Life and women are like a box of chocolates, man. You never know what you're going to get. So you take a bite into that chocolate and you don't like it because it's nasty, spit that out, man. Get another one, man. That's what Akaash should have done, and he didn't. He didn't. Yeah, and divorce court is definitely going to, bro, he's losing more than half his shit. I mean, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for him, man. But hey, maybe he'll sell out Radio City Music Hall and She said if he does, that she will sign a post nut. I will absolutely hold her to it. There's more to this podcast, bro. What am I missing? Oh, they did just sit down and talk with. Oh, okay, this is what we're gonna do because I'm over 2 hours into this, bro. So tomorrow, no later than Friday night. No, let's just make it Friday. Friday night, we're gonna do the second half, man. We're gonna leave this where it is. We're gonna pick up at 52 minutes and 28 seconds into their podcast, and we're gonna do part 2, bro. We're gonna do part 2. I was looking at that. I thought we were over. Yo, he said that. Oh yeah, we definitely gonna pick this up tomorrow. Friday, guys. Friday, right here. We're gonna do part 2. And you know what? I might even. I'm definitely gonna drop the link if anybody want to come up and have a conversation, man. But this is a good opportunity, really, fam. This is a great opportunity to learn from Akaash's mistakes, man. I can't drive it home enough, man. Keep your emotions to yourself, bro. Keep your emotions to yourself. And I'm working on an ebook about this. You guys know I got the 2 ebook done. The first 2 are free. I got an ebook on hypergamy. And the second ebook, what is the second ebook on, guys? Shit, give me a second. Let me find it real quick. The second ebook, now I gotta look it up. I gotta go to my Canva account and look at my title real quick. It might even slow down what we're doing here, but you're just gonna have to bear with me. I plan to do a series of ebooks, to be about 15. So the first ebook is Let's Talk About Hypergamy. The second one, the title is The Disney Fairy Tale. And Akaash, the Akaash story kind of falls into the Disney fairy tale, bro. So I will be linking. I'm still trying to figure out what platform I'm going to use for access to the ebooks. But I will link the first 2, the book on hypergamy, and then they're real short, bro. It's like just like, I don't know, 8-12 pages or something like that per. They're real short. I'll do the hypergamy book. I'll link that in the description later on, and I'll also link the Disney fairy tale one, bro. I'm telling y'all, man, you gotta pay attention to what's going on out here. This type shit, bro. I'm telling you, man, learn from it, because you can find yourself in the same situation, man. Learn from it. So we're just gonna come back tomorrow. We're gonna finish this up, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. SSB 2828, man. Welcome, thanks. Let's give you a Don DeMarco, man, because I ain't seen. I think it's your first time. If it is your first time, I haven't seen you in a while. But Don DeMarco, man, appreciate you. Don DeMarco, Brother Pitt, man, Drell, Scam Likely, everybody who was in here. Brother Donnie was in here, man. Brother Mike was in here. Brother Michael Lee was in here, man. I appreciate y'all rocking out with me, man. We're gonna keep doing what we do. Y'all know we on that shadow ban list, but we just gonna keep doing what we do, and one day we're gonna break through, man. One day we're gonna do it. But we're gonna do part 2 Friday for sure. We're just gonna go over that last part. I didn't see that there, but I see it now. Yeah. Part 2, we're gonna go over it, bro. Maybe he will get divorced. Who knows? I can't wait to get into that. I want to hear what he has to say. I'm not gonna watch it until Friday, so you guys can get my take on it fresh. And yeah, that's it. Take care, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks for rocking out with me. Y'all know how we get down. This is the I Really Want to Know podcast, man. I'm DL Saint. I will see y'all Friday, man. Friday. Look for the thumbnail. Peace.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
Darn, that's the end.
Thanks for watching. We really appreciate your support. And if you like that video, check out this one, or maybe that one. We'll see you around. Peace.